Now I'm good to go. All right. Yes. Excellent. Yeah. We're good. The mic check is good. Okay. All right. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We are going to start our first official tours in a new series called Around Azeroth. Yay, I had to remember it. Where I go around checking out your places in a vacuum. So I'm counting on folks to submit or to like sign up. They can go over to the Discord channel and sign up. And then I'll eventually tour their place. And I'm going to try and do it in a timely manner. And there are 50 people in queue. So I'm like, oh shit. So still working at the kinks, and I gotta measure out how to handle that. And because if I let it if I kind of let it get out of hand, then as a content creator, I'm gone. But I'm dead. I gotta change so I can at least like look at more houses and all that stuff, because I do want to do this. Like it's fun. When I've been doing it for the past couple weeks, like, I've been loving doing it. I just need to make it work now. So we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, how's your guys' weekend? It's been a couple days since I saw y'all. Stuff's been happening. What's been happening with me? On Sunday, I did I did like no social blasting on this. I'm like terrible for that. On Sunday, I did a podcast with Brutal Static, and I did terribly. I feel so bad. I had a lot of fun though. I was talking with Luxtos and Touchpad Warrior, and we're just kind of shooting shit, talking about just making content. So let me at least bump it here, right? It's better than nothing. He's even streaming right now if you at least want to drop by and like say hello. But I felt really bad because I don't know, for some reason, right when I started broadcast with him, I was having mic problems. I was having these nasty mic problems where I would just randomly mute. So I would have to stare at my console and look and see if I'm muted or not. And then there were numerous times where I'll be talking, and then everyone would be like, "Oh, Sol!" And I'm like, "Oh, god damn it, bam!" And I hit the button, and then I would talk again. I'm like, I don't even know what my last thought was, guys. We're just gonna roll with it. But turns out the cable just went bad. That's it. It was just on the fritz, and so it was just randomly mute. And it was so lame. I was pissed off. Yeah, when I was done, I was like, oh god. It also ran longer than I thought it would. It ran for 2 hours, and I was kind of expecting. I wasn't sure how long it was going to be. Actually, maybe I could have like asked. But yeah, it was way longer than I thought. But I still had a lot of fun. It was cool talking with him. I made friends. Yay! So that adds 2 to the queue of people who I will possibly like raid whenever it's the end of stream and whatnot, and random. Oh, this is good. Hey, this is the first good one in a while, I think. Check that out. Check out that seizure-inducing red. Right in the mid. Let's say hi to people, though. Let's see, who do we got? Dorothy, you're the first person to say hi. Also, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. What's up to Red Mana Panda, to Arumis and Vane Gaming? What's up to Arcadius and the Hedda? What is up to El Huapo? That's a cool name. What's up to El Huapo Sanchez? What is up to Boomer, to Sandara, to Smash Effect and Rockat, to Sharks and Goose, to 1117 Aseo. Hello to Ditto. Hello to Mr. Ghost Person, and to Neeb, and to That's the Bot, and to and Distracting. Let's see. Oh, what's up to you, Puddle Jumper and Zen and Dragon. And to the rest of y'all, the beautiful digital spawn face who will be joining us throughout the day. We still got drops going. Just double check, make sure that you claim your drop. I'd hate for you to like lose it. They increased exterior limits to 250. To 250 or by 250? Because it's like, oh, if they added 50, that's like, woo! What if it was by 250? Let me see. Exterior increased to, okay. Hey, you know what? Take it, right? We know that there are issues. We know that they're dealing with stuff. And so, yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah. So, you know, hey, let people cook. And people have been capable of making really cool stuff with just, you know, with just 200. Because, I mean, at worst, 50 budget is, at worst, 10 items. At best, 50. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Like I guess the most important thing is like when, you know, once people are really like digging into like the housing stuff, they'll see like, okay, one of the cool values that they get out of it is when they can just add small details, small accents, and that is something that's harder to slide into the budget because it's like, oh well, shit, I only have this much to work with. Let me get these important pieces in. There's one of those sayings or whatnot, or one of those demonstrations of like life where God, I forgot how it worked out, where someone was like someone was telling people, hey, I want you to fill up this container with all this stuff like rocks and sand and water and all that stuff. And so people were doing it and they were getting all goofy about it and whatever. And so, but then the last person, they did the smart thing and they put in the big things first, because those, you know, because those needed the most room, and then they filled it up with the smaller things that can, you know, that can ease their way into like the grooves and cracks, and you know, so it's sort of that thing, that sort of mentality. It applies here too. A lot of folks, they're just putting in like the big set pieces. They want the layout. They want like the whole major feel and vibe, but they couldn't add in like the little details. And now they can add a little bit more. Woo! So today, phase 4 or 5 of the remix begins. Early reporting, as in the shit that I'm seeing. There's a doo-doo in the sky, so check it out. Green doo-doo. Ah, watch out! I'm guessing infernals are gonna rain from that thing and cause chaos and what have you. I picked up a couple quests. One was to like say hi to people or say goodbye to people as we wrap up the remix, and this wrap up is going to last for a little over a month, and then I was supposed to go find some infernals somewhere. Maybe we'll do like a little bit of that, and then I happened when I picked up, I was grinding up some old gear that I had, and then I got some new infinite thread thingamajiggers that got me some better gear. So there's more item level to get. There is I got more sand, so like I have like some 753 thingies. I got you know, my weapon is 750. I even got a 753 from the, you know, from the freebie accessory that you get. So it's like, hey, cool. But as for other stuff, I don't know yet. I don't know what else. I'm not quite sure what else is going on. I don't know if we get like more bronze or more infinite power or stuff like that. So for the people who expected, for the people who are like, you know, max versatility, they were expecting like some new crazy challenge, blah blah blah. Nope. The last phase was not for you. No, sorry. I think they were pretty clear when they said, oh, we want it to be for like a catch up and yada yada yada. Let me actually read chat now. Sorry. I don't want to ramp up the rate of human invasions. I want that chain furniture from the 10 complete achievement. So here's a little tip, Ditto. It's a bit torturous, but here's what I did. I did 9 invasions in one go. So when the clock starts, and you definitely want to try and be there when the clock starts, go ahead and do all the invasion-y thingies or whatever or Legion Assaults. I think that's what you're talking about, Legion Assaults. And then get to that point where you pick up the quest and you do the last part. Once you finish the last part, just don't turn in the quest. Abandon it, pick it back up, and then get yourself back into a group and then do that last part again over and over and over until you get the achievement. That's what I did. And then I was like, oh, thank fuck. And that was done. Thank goodness. So that's what I did. You know, if you want to just like get it out of the way. If you have alts, that helps too, you know, so all good. I was having to explore your house, but I haven't gotten around to it. Whatever you want, dude. I don't know what I would do with another 250. It would start looking cluttered. I know, because like when you think about it, you know, the higher budgets that we have inside the house, it's because we can expand our space. You know, we can get more layouts, get bigger rooms, stack stuff, yada, yada, yada. A higher exterior budget, it's never going to get that high, right? Yeah, I mean, some people would love it to be that high, so they can do like all sorts of crazy stuff, but you only have like that confined space. You know, you can't make that lot bigger yet. But I doubt you can. Also, thanks to Sonata for the bits. Thanks to Lihetta for the prime, and thank you to Blue Yoshia. Yeah. Still waiting for an article about what's going on in the remix in this phase. Probably like 10 o'clock. That's how it usually goes. I'm surprised that it didn't come out earlier. But oh well, all good. I mean, I would rather have the event start now and get the news at 10 than have to wait for 10 o'clock for like everything to happen, or whatever time it is in your guys' weird time zone. Infinite research quests have changed from max level. They add more power and a decent amount of bronze. That was kind of my focus. Like, I think getting a bit more bronze would help. Not for the people who are like, well, I really want to get like more Legion remix decor. It's more like the people who are like, hey, I just came in. What do we do? And so they have a big info dump ahead of them, and a lot of tasks as well. The other non-catch up is, you know, for the people who want to get certain kinds of who want to get the achievements for the exclusive stuff, they're going to have to go through all the motions of that. It might be a little bit easier with like some extra gear and all that stuff, but all good. I'll need bronze. I'm swimming. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, this last phase is not necessarily for the people who have been around. It's mostly for people who need to catch up and all that. So, oh well. All right. Is there anything else I wanted to check out here? Because I mean, it seems like it's the timer. So there's 4 hours and 12 minutes left here on US Realms, over in Val'sharah. So if you want to knock that out and see what we can get from it, cool. And I think this is a more recent change, right? Where you do the world quest and you can get the fragmented, you know, the good stuff, the 100 dailies. So those are, I know that those have been a bit more available. And wait, world boss. Are all the world bosses up at once? Is that what I'm seeing? Like, yeah, there's that one. Okay, so I guess they're all up everywhere. I don't know about here, like what's going on up here. So has that been a thing, or is that like new with this phase too? So that's cool. Hey, definitely can knock out all those things. Now this one seems to still be a daily thing. That was last week. Okay. You know, so it feels like it kind of seems like some of the things started early. Was that, you know, it's like I guess we'll never know. Was that really part of the patch, or was it actually supposed to be something that starts with this phase? But it's like, oh, whoops, my bad. Yeah, I know it's been a daily thing, but yeah, clearly I wasn't doing a lot of remix stuff last week. No, I think I'm good here. I don't think that I've done everything that I wanted to do. Like, I'm done. unless there was like new stuff, it's like, oh, new decor or new appearances and stuff, then I'd be going for that. But I think now I'm just like, okay, let me just spend the rest of this bronze that I have. I don't have that much either right now, so I think we're good here. Let's see what's going on for like Brawlers Guild stuff. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Should we spend our remotes a broken time for before servers come up tomorrow? No, don't use them yet. Because when I grinded down gear, I was getting some of the new... I think I was getting some of the new materials. So just hold off on it until tomorrow. Yeah. People who hoarded their stuff until now, you know, you get like a, you know, little bump of stuff. Forgot what I was gonna do. I was gonna get onto one of these characters. Oh, that's right, Brawlers Guild. See what's going on there. Look at Mop Remix. I only joined it the last month, so this kind of catch up feels quite. Yeah. So for folks who are just jumping in now, oh yeah, this is for you. Absolutely. You got 4,000 motes? Yeah, you got it, dude. As far as I know, this might be it. So unless you're just hoarding to hoard, you know, now's the time to blow through them. Knock yourself out. Soul on remix. Soul does replay the remix. Yeah, I don't really play the remix. I mean, well, okay. I went hard at the start because I wanted to. I had goals, right? I had some pretty set goals for myself, and I knew what I was getting into with doing these quest lines and doing this and this and this. But beyond that, and getting enough currency to buy what I want, you know, that's it. Yeah. So I'm a satisfied customer. I guess the only thing is, like, I didn't get the same... Okay, yeah, I did. I didn't get quite the same satisfaction that I got from the Mop remix when it came to, like, oh, hey, I can, like, solo stuff and things like that. But I also behaved almost the exact same way I did with this remix. I got to a point where I can, like, feel pretty good in, like, mythic raids and stuff, and then skirt and then I was like, okay, I'm good. While other people, they were able to keep grinding away at their whatever they were called, threads and all that, you know, get to like the maximum amount of threads and be like, all right, Blizz, this is the real content. I'm like, yeah, knock yourself out, guys. But otherwise, yeah, I did behave like very, very similarly from before. Troops, go, my stupids. Wait. Oh, no, I gotta send a person. There we go. Have fun. Bye. I think that's all of them, right? I think the other one... Oh, wait. How long until these dudes come back? Yeah, it's oh, many moons. Okay, I'll be back in a week. It's gonna take me forever to do these 20 troops, man. Let alone doing it for all the other classes. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time. But here's the trick. If you know it's gonna take a long time, just accept it. It's kind of wild. This remix definitely didn't feel as fun for me. You know what would have been? You know what's the irony? Okay, I don't know if irony is the right word, but the thing is, this was just this was huge. This was a huge remix scope compared to Mop. Mop was simple. Mop, you know, think of like the Legion remix would be like, it would be as if all you had was the Broken Isles and well, basically you just had yeah, Broken Isles and a couple of raids. I guess the equivalent of, what are they called again? I forgot the names of the raids, but it's basically restricted to like this landmass, as if it was just like one thing. And if you also took away multiple difficulties except for yeah, if the Legion remix was, you know, just the Broken Isles and the only mythic raid was Tomb of Sargeras, that would have been it. That would have been the scope. Oh, and if there was no Mythic Plus. And if you took away some dungeons. So, I guess that's the thing. Maybe the Legion remix was too big. Maybe that's it. I'm going to org. Genius. Yeah. So that's kind of my look at it. I stopped the whole guild group remix raids very early on this time, like this. Yeah, because I was done, or because I got to that peak already. So for me, the remix was done faster, or I was because of lessons learned and all that. I was able to still get to my goals and everything. So too grindy, not fun. Like I said, it was too big. I think that's the thing. I think it was as grindy as the map remix was. I remember. I was there. For those who were crazy enough to watch the whole thing, y'all saw me just grinding Heart of Fear trash. That was it. Just Heart of Fear trash, like for hours and hours and hours. And I didn't have to grind like that this time around. It was way more chill. So the thing is, though, we consume content differently. Those who are like, oh, it's grindy. It was too grindy and not fun. I think it's because we just consume it differently, and so we'll respond differently to how the results turn out. Yeah, I remember. So like I said, it was a shorter experience for me, but I'm still satisfied. I thought it was cool. Oof. Anyone's on EU that can't log on to Battle.net? I was hearing reports of that. Yeah. There are more world bosses up in Legion on retail. What's oh, right. On live realms. Got it. Short experience let me go play. Yeah. One of the secrets to avoiding WoW burnout is to not play as much. It's kind of a no-brainer, right? Just don't sweat it, man. Don't try to, just because you see content doesn't mean it's for you or that you got to do it. Try it out, and then if you're not feeling it, cool. I was feeling it with the remix, and then I was like, all right, I'm cool. Because part of my goal setting was not, let me get to 999 versatility. As soon as we found that out during testing, I was like, ooh, where's the point where I'm like, okay, right? I'm probably not going to do Brawlers Guild stuff right now, though, because there might be, I think there might be other people who are like in the queue, so I'm like, okay, why bother? The best time to do Brawlers Guild, if you want to just knock it out and all that, just wait till like the dead of night. Wait till like no one's doing it. I mean, it's cool from a spectator standpoint. If you want to be here, you want to see these like noobs get trucked by penguin and all that, cool. But otherwise, I at least like want to see what's here and like if there's anything new that I might have missed. So apparently you can just walk in. There's no quest, there's no invite, there's no nothing like that. That's cool. I've been able to log in for the last 30 minutes and experiences tell we're live beforehand. That sucks. And it sounds like it's mostly on the EU side. Things seem okay over here. Alright, so what's going on? Yeah. There's the core. There's a barricade. Wow, fancy. Oh, that's a 2007 looking, dude. Right on. What else we got? We got a... Aw, dude. Okay, we're doing this. I gotta get to at least rank 5. That shouldn't be so hard. What else do I not have from here? Aside from the core. And, oh, boxing gloves. Nice. Okay. That'd be cool to have. And then, what else? There's a, whatever. Yeah. Other stuff. Yeah, I'm go for the gloves. Hell yeah. Have I done my plus 50 yet? No, I have not. Like after 200% burst, mythic raid bosses just fell over. I'm 999. That's not much difference other than a world boss. I mean, the difference is you don't die and things go down faster, you know? So, I've been playing over 21 years since the original open beta. I've managed to avoid burnout by playing other classes, doing PvP at times, and playing other games while waiting for raid nights. Interest waxes and wanes in WoW, like everything else, but the key is to not turn it into a chore. That's I feel bad when I see the commentary from some folks when they feel like, oh, WoW is such a chore. It's true for them. You know, I believe them when they say it, you know, because I believe it when you feel like, oh, you're not having fun. You know, what am I going to do? You're wrong, buddy. You are having fun. You know, I ain't going to be like that. But yeah, some folks they'll burn themselves out to the point where they're like logging in and they're just going through the motions, but they're not enjoying that journey, or they're not enjoying like that goal that comes at the end. Kind of sucks. And we get the achievements yet? No. Saying 50 is because our carrier group is locked in at 50 despite the achievement being 49. Okay. That's all good. But yeah, I haven't done any of that. When you feel like it's becoming a chore, you say go do something else. That's when I do the thing. Oh yeah, no, I'm just talking about like some other people's commentary and how they're, you know, they're not having fun and like, oh wow, it's just a bunch of chores that you do and blah blah blah. So that's one of those signs of burnout. And you know, I'll listen to them, but it's hard to engage with behavior like that. So we're gonna do some tours. I have 8 people, I think. Let me double check. 8 people. I have 8 tours to do, and so we're gonna knock out all 8 today. And then I'm gonna look at the queue and see where we're at. So like, there's like this whole process where people like sign up. And then I gotta like do a quick handshake, make sure that I can connect to them on Battle.net. Then I'll do like a quick, not even a real visit. Like I'll head over to their place to just make sure they have a place, and make sure that there's an actual thing inside. Because I don't want to get trolled during the stream. That would just be kind of disrespectful. But I'd rather get that out of the way earlier. So you know, that's my troll check. And then once all that's done, they're in the queue, and then I'll try to visit them as soon as I can. So it sucks because like there's a bit of a process to it right now. Eventually, once we're able to just put in someone's address and visit, oh, that's gonna be the shit. Because then I won't have to wait. I'll be able to like boop, boop, I'll be able to pump shit out hella fast. So I haven't done too much with my place though. How's it going? Oh, that's good. I like that. Brawlers Guild, it looks like it did start today. I felt bad because I thought I thought it started last week, and so I already had a script set up and everything, and so like I didn't even mention it for yesterday's video, and I'm like, oh, I feel like a shitter. Oh, my bad. So yeah, I didn't add too much, but I made like some small changes and modifications. Like I didn't like the door, so I made a new door. Made myself a new front door. Even got like a handle and hinges and all that stuff. I don't know what I did here. I think I just wanted to make like a little air conditioner sort of thing. To like not be hot, cold, whatever. Added some lights. I crafted some lights, made some stuff. I don't know what to do with this thing, so I just put it on the ceiling. It's like I'm just gonna put it on the ceiling. Sure, whatever. I got some chairs from the Undermine raid, and I just put them here as like you know, more chill seats. Although they're like twisty seats. I didn't realize until later that they're like twisty seats, but they're like too big for me. So I should like size them up or something. I don't know. Oh well. Not a big deal. Added some small things, like I added like a few books. All these books that you see here, I bought. The little hidden shelf thing, I tried to, you know, make it seem not as obvious looking, but of course it's obvious looking. Anyone who's going to look at a full bookshelf is going to be like, oh, that's really sus. And then over here in like the loungy part, I put more of the Undermine chairs out. I don't know if I want to finish doing like another row of like these here. I don't know if that's that big of a deal, but then I put other stuff up. I put like the little Kyrian sashes that I talked about. I closed this space off with the Orgrimmar trellis things, and then I filled up the space a little bit more with books. So if people would just like go into like, if they just want standing room, they want to read their thing, cool, have at it. That's it. Didn't do too much. Let's see. Brawlers Guild, yeah, you just walk in, nice and easy. I should have I think I have a chat command that works. I still need to add like a link down below the stream window and all that, but there is a form, and yeah, 40 something people right now. It's cool. I can handle this. I just need to get all the logistics in. Do I have a small race section? No. Now I did, you know, I have been sizing things down. Like a lot of these assets and whatnot, I've been, maybe not the chairs, but a lot of these things that I've been putting down, I've been like making smaller. Because I'm like, okay, these things are like way big. So like the books that are like piling like here and there, I wanted to like make them look like things that you're more likely to pick up. And all that. Only sad thing about Remix is the fact that the 500k gold robot mount is not available for bronze. That would piss people off, I think. If people found out, oh, I didn't have to spend like that much money on it, I could have just bought it with bronze. I think there's that threshold. Right? Technically, blood elves are pretty small. You know, we're kind of shorties compared to like some of the other races. So, yeah, well. All right. So I think I'm in the right headspace to do tours. I need to get on my main though, because my main has all the camera controls. Yay! Call it my VIP section. Even dwarves can't fit. Damn. Oh, that's right. You left a note saying that that I need to be a small race in order to visit that. Man. All right. That's how it goes. At least I've been warned, right? Sold in such an amazing name. Oh, thank you. Not nearly as amazing as my hunter's, though. My hunter's name is Solid Snake, which is like, that's my point of pride. It was even me that thought of it. Honest engine. I thought of that one. I'm very proud of it. Ibram. Annoying. All right. Wasted so much time yesterday building a Christmas tree in my house. That's not a waste. That's that's all you do if you want. So I'm trying to think of how I intro these videos. Like I'm gonna have like kind of a copy paste intro. I'm not gonna do the intro live because I'll just flub it like every time. But it's probably gonna be something like you know, hey, we're going around Azeroth. We're here to, you know, we're here to feature your user submitted places, and celebrate something creativity. This is not a contest. This is not a competition. We're just here to appreciate what folks, folks' expression and, something like that. It'll be written way better than that. Did I see the guy that? No, I've honestly been looking at most things in a vacuum. So, like every now and then, I'll notice something on like a Reddit thread or something on social media and stuff like that. But most of my close looks at things have been here on the tours. So it not like it would be cool, to see some of those folks who were sharing those things to also like submit here, so I can like take a close look at some of these things. But some of those folks that do that sort of stuff, they're just doing like quick builds. They're constantly like go, and, they're creating their own stuff. And so I don't want to step on their toes and be like, oh, do it here so that way I can, get some clicks off of you. That's not what I want to do. Doing the style show lifestyles of rich and famous, but it's not about being rich and famous. It's not going to be, and these are live, so I'm not going to have the chops to do like a whole production thing of like, going in and like doing the zoom and then like the zooms where I like go across like that. Like that's not what I'm doing. But who knows? As I work on this and try to improve on it, maybe I can figure that out. Okay. So who are we looking at first? We're just going to go down the list, all right? So we're going to start, we're going to start with pulling up all the information. So we're going to start with DJ Marcus, aka. Just need to find it. Why aren't I seeing it? Okay, so we are starting with Red Mana Panda. All right, cool. And it's the only house. So. Once I'm done with the scheduled stuff, there's a big queue. So I think I need to like keep going through that. I want to be able to be like, oh, just I'm in a mood and someone's on chat and they're like, hey, check out my place. Hey, yeah, let's do it. I don't think I have the bandwidth for that yet. Mostly because, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of people. So, maybe I'm biting up a little bit more than I can chew here. But I also want to improve the style. I want to come up with better words and stuff. That's going to be it's going to be a constant evolution, I hope. Oh, wait, hold on. Updated blue post that floating houses are staying. Oh, that's cool. Housing development notes. That's cool to see. All right, so 10 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Okay, up. Almost immediately after the 11.2.7 patch went live, we saw players using keybinds to elevate houses off the ground, even though there weren't UI controls for that. We quickly began work to enable the control so it would be easier to move a house upward. We have two concerns. The inside of the house aren't modeled or textured. The players who lift their houses may decide to hide that part behind other things. If you lift your house up, clicking on the door could become difficult. You might want to consider building a ramp or a jumping puzzle or a mount, a landing spot, and so on and so forth. And then inside out, one of the biggest pieces of feedback we've gotten in the past few weeks was that decor's exterior decor budget felt too restrictive. This was intentionally set to 200 to address performance concerns. Now that we have some data from live servers to look at, we're happy to conclude that we can increase this limit by 25%. At house level 3, the exterior decor limit will increase from 200 to 250. We'll continue to monitor everything, keeping an eye on performance impacts, especially as other features are added to housing, and adjust accordingly. So still no word on... there's still no word on what's it called, lighting, and trying to add that stuff, because that's a whole beast unto itself. You know, so when you think about it, adding 25% to exterior decor means adding 25% to exterior decor across the whole damn neighborhood. I was talking briefly, kind of a layman thing, on how loading assets works and stuff, and how adding too much could create these create these little data packet bombs when people are like zipping from neighborhood to neighborhood. I have a feeling, I almost would bet you that if it wasn't for skywriting, like, let's pretend, all right, I wouldn't want this, but if we couldn't fly in the neighborhood, I think this budget would be able to go up a lot higher. I also think that the lighting issue probably wouldn't be a big thing. But of course, people would be like, what? You won't let me fly in these big-ass neighborhoods? No way, dude. You know, people wouldn't have that. But I'm pretty sure that if it wasn't for skywriting and people being able to move that fast, it would be cool for, you know, it would be cool to have a bigger budget. All right. I think I'm in a good headspace now. Yeah. All right, so we're first taking a look at Red Mana Panda's place over in spooky Founders Point. I gotta do better to remember these names. So we're coming in. Let's come in from the main road. Right. Let's do this. Get the approach down. And we're greeted with a very, I want to say this is lined up very well. I think they're trying to create like a more paved look, almost a solid look. Like, hey, we have like these consistent stones that we're walking in with. I didn't realize that there's some critters that like come by. I wonder if there are critters that are, you know, they happen to show up in some plots and like not others. So here we have what I think is like a good demonstration of featuring, you know, I don't mean to be insulting with this. A good way of featuring, I guess, using the more basic decor tool, or I'm sorry, the decorate tool, to just put stuff down. You know, so less use of the advanced tool, but it still works out, you know? And they just wanted to feature like some of the cool stuff on the outside. That's really all it takes. Little treasure chest to be like an additional mailbox. I didn't realize that there was an additional armor rack like that. That's a cool one. A TBC armor rack even. But yeah, let's actually, oh no. There was this is the exit. This is the exit to the spot. Right on, dude. And you put down like a few extra things to like enjoy, such as the view. Okay, this is not knocking Panda here. This is a bad view. I blame the coast. They gotta improve the weather sometimes. It would be neat if sometimes they can improve, or if sometimes the weather around here could change. If it can like clear up a little bit, that's cool. All right, let's head in. And what do we? Okay, so we start off with a side entrance here. That's cool. Side entrance, a gallery of their favorite characters. And we're immediately closed off, because who knows? When you open the door here, weird crap might come inside, and you gotta like keep the dust out. I get that. All right, so we have, once again, we have like, not exactly, hey, let me take all these things and you know, and merge them together and create like new set pieces. Again, this is a good example, I think, of using the decorate tool to still create the space you want. Is that a floating boat? It is. Aha. And he sleeps downstairs. That's cool. All good. And meat. Change of weather be very cool? It would be very cool. Oh, that was out of the plot? The bench and everything? I thought that was inside the plot. Okay. So we actually came into a stairwell spot We came into a stairwell, but we're going up, and we're going up again. So we have we have 2 stairwells that we're going up, and we're just on like this cool little tour of a Belemeth colored spot. What's this one? I think that's a warlock thing, right? Yeah, pretty sure that's a warlock thing that we have going on, and we're still climbing. We're still going. Sick. I think this is the tallest house that I've toured so far. And now we have, I think this is Pandaren stuff, right? Oh, that was Demon Hunter stuff. Oh, okay, I'm terrible. I'm new to this, guys. Okay, that's just Legion-y stuff. Legion-y stuff. But now, we enter the den. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, this is a big room. I think this is a... Is this a large one? No, I don't think this is large. I think it's a medium-sized octagonal room, but it is very big. They're very dangerous spaces to put together, but despite the space in the middle, we still have everything adorned over the walls. I like this spot here because the Dranithus light does a good job of kind of blending everything together, even though you might normally see like, oh, these things that kind of clash together. But if you have the right lighting, then you'll be able to achieve a much better flow. And this is a mess. So here's the bookcase for normal people, and even then, like it's still really big. But now we have the bookcase for giants. All right. Well, we gotta click. We gotta click every single one every time we see it. But does it lead us anywhere? No, it does not. All right. What a centerpiece. I don't want to see like things like build around this, because otherwise this place will burn down and everyone's gonna die. So like by the time you come up here, there is no oxygen, and you won't be able to leave, and that's it. You're dead. And your bed is huge. It dwarfs the Dragonflight Great Vault, which is hilarious. I love it. So this is a large. Oh, okay, this is a large octagon. Okay, I wasn't sure if this was like a medium or a large. But yeah, you're right. This is a large. It's big. Yeah, I mean, we can give tips on what we can do better. Not something that I wanna do here. I mostly just want to be like, oh, this is, oh, okay, so now we're going down. Okay. So he built a staircase going down. Kind of a work in progress where we have all of the artifact weapon stuffs, right? I think this is all the artifact weapon forges of sorts. So for the person who happens to be good at everything, here you go. Interesting, because it created this whole like, oh, I didn't expect to descend there either. And I didn't realize that these things were... Can I click these two? Can I reach them? I don't think I can reach them. Oh no. Sorry, it's like compulsory. I gotta click it. All right, I think that's as far as I can go though. This is the Mana card. Ha! I like that. Good one. But yeah, thanks for showing me your place, Panda. So who do we got next? Actually, okay, let me mark this thing as done. I gotta... Oh, wait, no, this is the old list. Okay, that's fine. I think I gotta use the new list now. Alright. So the next person should be... Oh, no, I am working with the old list still. Okay. Sorry. I'm talking in the background. Trust. We're fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Epic Kitty is next. I'm gonna have the hardest time pronouncing this name. Elriel. I'll go with that. That sounds good. Ariel. Wait, is it Elriel? Not Ariel. Elriel. Okay. I hope I'm getting that. Otherwise, I'm fucked. All right, we're going to Toxic Girls Gone Home. What a name! What a name for a neighborhood. Can you make sure your place even there's some rooms that'll work? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, at worst I cut it out, you know, but ideally I'll just point out, oh cool, work in progress. Let's move on. That's all. I made a house a few weeks ago. If you want to see my house, work in progress, I can show you my house. It'll need to go into the queue, Plan Blonde, because there's like a lot of folks that want me to take a look at their places, and I'd love to. I really would love to. Go out and look straight ahead. Did I not see the whole place, Panda? I thought I saw all the rooms. No, US or EU. I checked. It's very cool. You do need to own War. I did need to own War Within, but I already did on my EU account. But no subscription needed. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have to pay extra. Fuck yeah. So that part was cool. There was a drag. I missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Panda. I'll try to do better at like being more observant of stuff. But yes, the sign-up sheet is open for EU folks as well. All right, a million apologies to Panda for not taking a more detailed look. I will learn from this, and just chilling, creeping, even. All right, we're here to do. So now we're here to visit Ariel's place. Elriel's place. I'm hoping I pronounced that okay. This is a cool initial presentation. This is that spooky house vibe. It really pulls it off because of the colors that are here. Everyone's home, but everyone might be dead inside. So we're flanked by 2 wagons that are fused in, and tastefully the wagon wheels, well, they're still visible, but they're tastefully hidden. Right? It's just that we know what's going on here. We know what happened, but the other outdoor decor that helps to obscure it, it's just done really well in a way that it helps to it helps to still look like it's part of the house. You know, so you have like these little bits of brush and whatnot that kind of hide it. Ooh, was that intentional? Nice touch. Nice touch with if that is a thing and you just made those fences like just kind of fall over. That's cool. Very, very cool. Hazards of the first day not caffeinated. You know, I'm never caffeinated enough. That's the thing. All right. But yeah, some really cool outdoor stuff going on here. Very nice. Oh, was that? I think that fence was added there too. Very interesting. It's a good touch, adding that as a bit of texture. But it's still kind of a chill spot, you know. And purposefully, they purposefully also used, not a very like high res looking chair, nothing fancy, but just something that happens to fit the vibe. Nice mailbox too. Let's head in though. Let's see what sorts of mysteries there are to check out. All right, so this thing, so we're like, we just drop in. What an interesting way to come in here. But then also we have like this very cool setup where we kind of sort of drop in somehow as if we like fell in, and then here's like some debris or whatnot. But we're greeted to this very, very tight spot. In fact, it's probably not the whole place because there's a clickable there. But it's a very, very tight space in here. I like that the vibe, it mostly maintains the kinds of same sorts of assets. Some things are new. But they're not super prominent looking, like they don't stand out or they don't look awkward in places. So cool touch with making not even so much a table of sorts. Okay, actually I think it is kind of a table, but then they just like filled it out with more things. I like this cluttered look. This cluttered look looks very, very convincing. Yeah, otherwise we're like sitting, chilling, vibing. But then is there anything else here? Yes, there is. Mystery things. And they're mystery things because there's like magic stuff going on here. So what else might we be presented with? DDD. Oh. So we go from like what? Sorry, I think I need to see my character here. We go from, there we go, from 2000, 2007, 2008, and then we suddenly transition to the modern space. Very cool. Very surprised. I'm surprised by this. Neat. So we go through this hallway, this T-shaped room. So it's like we go through a portal almost into an entirely different space altogether. Very night elfian-ish. So we're gonna start off going to the right. Little trivia: I almost always go left when it comes to like pathing, going down raid paths and all that. But oh, hey, look at this! Oh, it's Christmas over here. Oh man, this is such a contrast to the entrance that we're at. So we come in to this really, really cozy Christmassy vibey room. Look at all the green, dudes. All this green, very, very festive. We got food. We even have some extra seating for like everyone else, even though they don't have their own place where it's okay. They could just watch. So this is like the cuck bench for eating. Sorry for making that sound distasteful, but that's pretty much what it is. Same here too. I'm just messing though. No, that's cool though. That's very cool. And plenty to drink, plenty to eat, hella wine. You got hella wine. But no, this is great. All around this small room, we have these really cool bits of details, and it's very, very green. Like even down to like all these pillows that are carefully placed, tilted, rotated to make the spot. And then outside we have rocky facey stuff way in the back, but it's well obscured by the trees, the foliage, the other greens that are out there. But largely, you're mostly looking from out here to see how well this, the space here, along with the lighting, how it illuminates everything else. And we got to take a look at the tree for a little bit too, because everything here, dude, this tree is so dangerous. This is the tree is almost on fire, but then they needed to do something here. So what they did, they used like little pillows or little pillows or whatnot, and fruit-looking things to make like ornaments. That's sick. That's hella cool. So, yeah, this is really neat, and good use of the giant platforms too. Like it's good. Like the corner here is kind of obscured. This one, and then we see it on the other end here. But yeah, really, really cool. And we got more clickies back there. So, and we haven't even seen the other one yet. So, is there more? There's still more. Oh, secret stuff. Just kidding. So, so it looks like that was just like a closet space. That was put in. But still, yeah, really, really cool room. And that's just the room. All right, so let's go over to the other side here. Waiting. Oh, okay. So no door here. We just kind of like make our way in, right? And so now if we kind of like see it like kind of open up to this totally foresty, cafe-ish, kitchen-y vibe. I'll go with a cafe because I love cafes. So here, we worship our goddess, okay? But we also fill up the bottom of this stairwell with all sorts of stuff. Like, hello, dead wolf thing. We have our kitcheny area back here with which to serve. But then otherwise, we're just kind of like laying around, vibing. Oh, I can't wait till they have like jukeboxes or whatnot here. Cool space. Very cool space. Very dimly lit. But we have like certain illuminations from, like we have more than a few little lanterns here that this fountain also lights things up. I like this touch here. This, how the tree floats here. And then there are like, and then they produced roots right at the bottom too. That's cool. That's a cool bit of detail. This is a very uncomfortable place to sit. I gotta say. No, there's some pillows. That's all you get. There's some pillows. It's cool. Like I noticed that a lot of folks, they like to try to fill this corner with a little bit of something pretty to make it not feel like as boring as we're going up. There's very few exceptions. Folks love to fill these spots with like other things. We have our arcane toilet paper, as I like to call it. And okay, we're not climbing up any further, but you can see like we use the beams here to create like a little bit more of a space that extends out into our resting area. Like, yeah, it's a bit airy, right? It's a bit drafty in here, but the blankets are huge. That helps a lot. Oh, and then we have, again, you can see here, like the lighting that we see, it's not just like random lights that are put in. Like it's always like this like bluish or purple light that comes in to stick with the vibe. The one exception would be like right here. So we have this more chromatic fire right on the side. But otherwise, we have like a very cool, very cool colors. And there's no exception here as well, where you have like this fountain that's kind of like phased in, but then over here, I'm not quite sure what this texture is. I don't know if it's like a mirror or whatnot, to create this feel of there being a pool. It's not really a pool, but then you have all the other indicators that tell you, hey, there's kind of a pool in here. So this is being described as a Gilnean cottage, at least at the start. But then behind it, it's like so much more. Very green, very natural, really, really cool. Yeah, this is a cool place. I think we've seen all the rooms, yeah? But really neat. I like it. It's an upside down rug, most likely. That's probably a good one. That's a good one. Because there are a lot of features here that are on the underside. It's just like a flat thing with like almost no texture, and so you can use that as a solid color. You can use that as your kind of brush if you wanted to make like something else. This is a really impressive place. Thank you for showing us. Ooh, that's cool. Someone whisper me. Do I have a hot tub for my house? Let me know if you want one. A hot tub? No, but haven't put together, but don't need a hot tub for the cafe. Lol. All right. We finally got the Drain Dark Heart of Galakron. Oh, you got the achievement thing? Nice. Very nice. Okay. So that is number 2 down. 2 tours down. All right, who have we got next? We're going to Rockat's place. Okay, that's crazy. Like, I guess you move plots. You got 27. Is that my plot? Ooh, nice. Put me after that spectacular place? Yep. Sure did. See, what you should have done is go offline. So that way you'd be at the bottom. or have your name start with like a Rockat. So that way you'd be towards the top. That's the secret, right? Because I'm just going by this, right? I'm just gonna go down the list, and hopefully I'll get everyone. It's all good, dude. You know why? Because when this goes into the VOD, I can put it in whatever order I feel like. Woo, that's the magic right there. Rockat. Is it Rockat or is it Rocket? Since you're online right now. I have stuff to see everywhere. I'm just looking at the notes. I expanded on my experience from beta and got creative, always a work in progress. Rockat. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, now we're checking out Rockat's place, or Rockat. We're gonna check out his place over here in Founders Point once again. This is familiar. I know I've got this like very recently. This came from like I think like a boss drop. I forgot where, but it is not a trivial boss. Oh well. So we're greeted with these special kinds of steps. So these normally come in like these fours, that have this like kind of plus shape. But what they did here is create, kind of a fixed pattern for a walkway, as opposed to like some of the more natural looking ones that you see from Blizzard. So the house extends out with this additional porch area, which is pretty cool, very tasteful, blends in almost perfectly. It's just a little bit of a difference of color there, like not a big deal. But yeah, simple porch. Not a lot of stuff out yet, but now with the increased budgets, now we can add like a little bit of food, barbecue stuff, whatever you like. Or if they wanted to just like add a little bit more adornments to the side or to the or behind the place, that's cool too. But we do have some stuff behind the lot. We have place for animals, which I hope to see a lot more of once this thing goes live, because I'm still counting on Blizzard adding like pets or mounts or what have you to the experience, both indoors and outdoors. Not too much done with the exteriors of the house. Like, it's not trying to be warped into like anything crazy different. Just a very solid way, or, just a very solid entrance. Cool. Just gotta jump and make my way in. Okay, I'm gonna purposefully pause just so I can know I can edit that part out. I'm trying to get in here, dude. I should lay off on the coffee. I only gave myself I only made 2 shots this morning. Yes, Theodore, they increased the budget by 50 outdoors. So up to 50 more things. Or 10 more things, but more. Get more stuff. Now, I did a purposeful pause, Rockat. Yeah. So as soon as we go inside, we're greeted with a pretty wide opening and a very modest, very cozy entrance. We're right in like the living room, basically. They're like, yo, come in. Here's like the coffee table books for you to like look at stuff. It's like the gallery before. Oh, dude, check it out. Before you enter the throne room. Yo. Okay, we gotta see this spot first. So here's kind of my headcanon. Here's where the rabble wait, right? While the master of the house is gonna be chilling here, just staring at you. They're not gonna let you in yet. You're not allowed to address them yet, but they are going to look at you while you sit there nervously doing your thing. And then the master of the house allows them to enter. That's not really the case here. It's more like This is more like the collection-y vibe. You know, so like I was saying, like a little bit earlier, you know, so this starts off as an example of, you know, you don't need to try to create all sorts of stuff, or you don't need to mishmash all sorts of like little decor together to make something. Sometimes it's just cool enough to make a gallery of the things that you think are neat. So there you go. This thing I got from defeating King Mechagon. And this thing, this was my adventures as a demon hunter doing the, you know, that's all it takes. That's really all it takes. To give detail, to talk about your history. I did not know this is the thing. I did not know this little torture device thing was real. Okay, got giant dragon. We just got all the cool placements. But like, this is a big trophy room. This is a nice big old trophy room. I like the cute little like diorama of like a Nixie being like rah, chomp, chomp, chomp over the wagons and stuff. Dedication of a dead Naru that we killed once upon a time, and that we're going to then. Oh, actually, we've done it multiple times. Yeah, so a lot of these come from achievements, if I recall correctly. A lot of these come from major achievements or boss drops or whatnot. You know, you could almost have a house where you have something like this, but it's not even tastefully done. It's just like a bunch of trash that's like thrown into like a closet or whatnot. That might be what I do for a lot of my stuff. So in this case, the throne it has been adorned with things. If I recall, I think these are empty at the start. So you need to fill these in on your own. There are multiple things you can do here. In this case, he went for something, you know, more of a living fire. And it's kind of interesting because you have like different sorts of fire that's used. So that's all good. Yeah, and you put some more up top there. Nice. Cool trophy room, dude. What else we got here? I think that's kind of a trophy as well. This is an achievement. That's an achievement. Yeah, I think all these like come from like these are like one-offs. But then of course you can get more. Oh, I didn't realize this. Is that on purpose? A hanging canoe? I think that is on purpose. Yeah, because otherwise, how's that pulled off? Huh. So anyway, enough of the trophy room. Let's go into the living space. So we kick it off with food. Kitchen back here, all filled with like the good stuff. Can't have a proper kitchen without some takeout, because that's the society we live in these days. And it's the master of the house with rats. Right on, dude. So master of the house, hello. What's up, Rockat? So here we have here we have like kind of a cool kind of kitchen table. No, I'm sorry, a cooking space. Okay, this is interesting because I'm seeing multiple things here. This forge here, I believe that's a separate piece that kind of stands on its own, and then there's like something else here to create this fire. I think this is a separate thing. But it's done to make like this really, really big cooking space, along with a giant cookbook right up there too. Ingredients. We got some stuff phased in. Grinders up top. I need to get one of those for my coffee shop. And then here we have a stove, like a little hot plate. Yeah. Hot plate right there. Open fire right there. We got this thing smoking, waiting to be eaten. Hurry up before it goes bad. I believe, I think that's a shelf of sorts, or no, not a window. I think that was a shelf or something. That's kind of phased in there. That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, an elven shelf, you know, a little elven, no, or is it trellis? I think it's an elven trellis that's put in there. I like that. I think I want to steal that and put it in my cafe. That's the whole point of these videos, guys. It's to like find a cool idea and then steal it and then make it yours, and then you'll feel very proud of yourself. Very cool food too. Some of this food is not easy to make, or at least it's not cheap. Some of this stuff though, it kind of is, because you get one-offs for it, which is cool. Yeah, so there's an example of the trellis without it being attached to anything. Oh yeah, you eat up. You eat up, Rockat. All right, let's head upstairs though. And see, like I said, every corner, you want to have it filled with stuff. And in this case, this is, I believe, a certain kind of trellis that you get. I think it's on the Alliance side because it includes fishes. It includes little critters inside their trellis. So theirs is very, very special. Gilnan, cool. And then we're treated to some older bookshelves here as well, along with a gallery of cool people. Yay! Gotta have them somewhere. Corner with stuff. Gotta stay consistent there. I believe this is also from some of the recent quest line that we've done with Verisa and Erator. And so so we're up here now, and we're kind of interesting that they closed off some of the stuff because it's dangerous stuff. This is dangerous Legion things, guys. So this is like the Legion remix trophy room. Let's go with that. I dig it. Oh, and there's a thing up there too. Because if you try to get it, you're either going to get smashed by it or you'll get captured. I think from the looks of it, you're going to get smashed. So watch out. Oh, you got to click this. So good job filling out some of the space. It helps to fool people when it doesn't look as quite as obvious. But now we're treated to more celebrations of trophies that you've gotten over the years. Okay, but not over the years because this has only been out for a little bit. But let's go into this room right here. Ah, this is where the master sleeps. Heck yeah. Okay, this is cool. At first I was like, why don't what situation would have me put a wagon in here? Here's a situation, and it's like, I don't know, it's like gimmicky, but it also is like really cool. Part of me is also asking, like, how did this wagon get up here? Did he build it up here, or was it like somehow dragged up here, or disassembled and brought up here too? Yeah, so this is a cool house. I like this place because it's, it's just trying to show off like all the things that you've gotten. Like the whole house is a big trophy room. It's a big celebration of what you've done. Puppy stuff. That's right. Because we've seen Rockat's place before, and he had like a little house with little beds for his pet rats, which is very cool. I'm also going to count on this upcoming bathroom that we'll see to also have that. So here we are in the loo, and no sign of a toilet this time. Nope, there it is. We got our toilet, complete with smells, of course, which is like, shouldn't you flush the toilet? This is like the worst thing to see. But does it fit? It fits. Toilet fits. And there's just like a little, what looks like a little bit of a rug that's in there for like water. But boy, that stank. Okay, this is smart. This is a smart one. Yeah, to make like this kind of heated tub. I like this. I think this is very, very tasteful. Now, what's funny is that this is actually a hot plate. It's a hot plate, but then they used these little bit of these rocks to obscure it a little bit, but it still works out. It's like a kind of a smart way to make a bathtub without burning the whole darn thing. Yeah. Oh, and then cool towels. That's a good one actually. You know, by using these things that are normal used for like drapes or whatnot, to use these as like use these as towels. That's a good idea. Cool bedroom, dude. Cool bedroom. I can't, we're only like a week or so into housing. Man, it's gonna be just crazy to see what people come up with over time. Okay, we were there. That was the that was where like some of the Legion remix stuff was. So now we're going to this room, and now we have, oh, this is a different vibe of a bedroom. Okay. Now this one lacks some of the details in the previous one. So this is like kind of a guesty area. right? Folks to like drop in, or it's a place to like teleport into. Because I don't know what the heck this is actually. Like it's some sort of like well or whatnot, but it could be whatever for whatever we want. I'm gonna say a teleport spot, right? A teleport spot. Very bright though. Oh, yeah, very, very bright. Okay, now, so it's like here's like one spot, and it's themed a little bit, right? So here's like the Belemeth sort of spot, which feels like that's where the boss sleeps. Here we have the Elven area, which is adorned with like elven things, and now we have what clearly looks like orky stuff. Orky stuff. It's my turn, baby. My. And yeah, and it delivers. Oh, it delivers hard. Yeah, this is cool. I didn't realize that that we could have like this sort of roof on here. Like I've been sticking with like mostly human looking stuff, but when you know, when you go all in with the theme, it works out really well. It works out really well. You know, and nothing complicated is being done here. It's like, yo, let me just grab some stuff, throw some stuff up, fill out space with things that seem like they make sense, and it still successfully fills out the room. You know, I can overthink it and be like, oh, so what's a fountain doing there? You know, why is it like that? And why is this here? We don't need to get lost in that. But yeah, this is cool. This is cool. So like, we got the double bed. Okay, this is. Sorry, I think this is where the business happens. This is where the wild business happens, because we have the double bed. Actually, it's the quadruple bed almost, right? But then you got water to like take breaks, and then you get back to business transactions, or you know, war planning, or what have you. But this is still really cool though. I like it. I like the themes. I like how this is a demonstration of making the themes work. I think this is like a little bit out of theme. I forget where this came from exactly, but it still works really well. Yeah, so we have like the tribal stuff over here. We have the elfy, you know, elf stuff over here, elf stuff over there, and then but then all adorned all over is this whole sense of it being like a big trophy room. So like even here, like these little capture things, like it's just, hey, let's just put some stuff in here. Take a look if there's a board game in the room too. Let's take a look. Okay, so here, so in this command, so the command table, you know, I don't know what that thing is. Oh, skull. Okay, so I think that was like already there. Then that's the table for business. And here's like some gamey stuff. Okay, this is smart. This is smart because it's just using little fence pieces. This is using the post for fence. I like that. That's cool. Oh, that's the wrong table too? Okay, so which table are we talking about? So there's that table. There's that table. There's that table. Oh, I did find it. Okay, so that one. That stream delay, man. That's gonna do it. Were there any other rooms that I missed? I think I got everything. We got them all. Cool. Yeah, thanks for showing us, dude. I think this is one of my favorite rooms here. You know, it's really bright, but it's also very cozy. I think this was very inventive. I like this. See, now, if this was like a kid's room, oh, dude, they would love it. Dude, you got me a wagon, and then you sleep inside the wagon and all that. Oh, and I think it's like kind of lit. You see how it's a warmed bed. Check that out. You know, it's all, oh, and this too. Is that part of it? These beams to like prevent it from rolling? Did you put that in there? Yeah, okay, you did put it. That's what a good dad. You know, trying to prevent accidents and all that. Now this is cool. This is really, really cool. Yeah, I love it. All right. Mom, you're a truck driver. Ooh. Ooh, I'm sure you got stories. All right, so next is sticks. Where's the thing? Oh, Sticklemako, right? Sticklemako. And one house. Let's go. Oh, that's the wrong person. Boop. There we go. Also one house. How do you enter? There's a tour command, and that'll give you a link. And I think I have a Discord command as well. And then I'll have a sign up sheet under announcements. I thought I got it early in the form. It's got to be full low. Let me see what the last I saw it was at 40 something. 48 now. I think this is going to be the thing that makes me do longer streams permanently. Oh, that's filled out, Rockat. Damn. I think it's filled out a lot more than what you had first submitted. Yeah, you almost doubled it. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I don't really like the idea of housing, and now that it exists, now I'm fucking entranced. I've spent more time on it than anything. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy. I've been not warning people, but I've been trying to tell folks like, yo, this is like a brand new thing in WoW. It's not just, oh, it's another raid, right? It's another thing to get, another way to get gear or something like that. It's like, this is like some new shit. So it's pretty crazy how people have been responding to it. And the people who don't care, hey, that's fine too, right? Just let us, let these folks have their new thing, because it's a new thing. Okay, so looking to give a Belmeth Zermist hybrid house with rooms for different characters' stretched legs. Going to change more post midnight. All right. So we're now taking a look at Sticklemako's place, and we're greeted with privacy right from the jump. Like, I teleported here, right? And then, like, nope, can't come in. Can I, like, jump through, though? Nope, can't jump in. It's actually a solid piece, even when it's resized. So these are, like, these fences they're, like, supersized, and I'm sure taking up a good chunk of budget. But, you know, you are welcome in. You just got to come in their way. And we're greeted by the master of the house, too. Almost like we're being guarded. I'm almost expecting a dual flag to drop. Please don't drop a dual flag. But yes, thanks for having me. And let's take a look around, starting with the yard. So this spot was filled out. Unlike other places that were like that are a little bit more minimalistic, this one is filled out, spaced everything out to just kind of showcase everything that's going on. So in some cases, we're seeing like sort of like one-offs that were earned from other places, like this trellis with the fishies inside. And there's kind of an alternate way of alternate entrance, I guess. I guess for people who are coming in from, I guess, this spot here, so they want to open it up a little bit, just a little bit, because you still got like a giant fence, right? But now we have what is a suspiciously large tent. I didn't realize that it came this big. I almost thought that this was like stretched out somehow. But for folks who are like just here camping out, waiting outside, I guess, we have what's almost like kind of like a planning room, a battle room. Like we're getting ready to like maybe go hunting outside. That sort of vibe is what I'm getting here. I'm not familiar with this fountain either, nor am I familiar with like this little thing up top. I don't think that's a part of it. Yeah, I don't think that's part of it. All right, so we have a very cool fountain though. I like this. I'm trying to think of what else I would want to do with it, but it's very, very cool. Oh, and a windmill. Yo. Okay, this is productive. Oh, and very cool. It's being used as a generator. Oh, so I can imagine, you know, kind of a turbine down here doing its thing, generating heat or what have you into the house. Very tasteful. So it's not just a windmill to have a windmill. It's got purpose, right? All right, so now, okay, so this is very cool. This, you know, this tent, it was like fused in such a way to create this additional entrance into the house. So you can see how it, you know, how it sticks in like that to create this extended overhang. That's cool. That's hella cool. Oh, we have a little seed thing there too. But yeah, let's take a look a little bit more because there's a lot of stuff out here. So we have this fountain that's being dressed up a little bit more with foliage, and I think that's what we'll, you know, I'm just predicting here. We're gonna see a lot more of that to fill out more space in this outdoor area. Yeah, to give a little bit more life, a little bit more texture. I'm very, very wowed by the use of that tent. So here we also have, not exactly an alternate entrance, but we have a sitting spot. For some reason that's, oh, it's not even a bench. It's actually a table. And this is a torture device. Just kidding, it's not a torture device. It's just like a rack, you know, like a weapon rack. But hey, you want to take a look at that frog? Cool. You have a special spot to exclusively take a look at that frog, because the fog further behind, nah, not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. Okay, so the fountain is a large Caribor fountain, and the seed is from the Druid Legion Hall. Oh, okay. Okay, that one I got. Yeah, this one does have that Drain Eye sort of feel, obviously. But yeah, let's take a look inside now. Ooh. I'm a very simple man. I'm like so impressed by the use of the tent. That's good. You can because there are a lot of different things that you can use to achieve the same effect depending on the kind of house that you're putting together. Like lots of options that we have too. All right, so we come in to, like I said, it was kind of this Azure Mist. You know, that's the sort of vibe that we can expect here. So we're already like kind of flanked by more greenery. Place to throw down our stuff, and in we go to this T-shaped room that will immediately take us from, well, whichever spot. And is that a chair? It is. Well, it is now. I'm not quite sure what this is, what this originally is actually. Oops. I mean, if it's not, no, I can't tell what it is. But it's a chair now. I guess that's the important thing, right? Well, yeah. So I guess here's the guest book. That's cool. They got to have a guest book at some point. You know, let us know that we're here. Leave some comments, like and subscribe, that sort of thing. All right. So we go in here and we could see like a little bit more of how this house is meant to be a bit more natural. We have a the tree is built right into the spot, so it has that feel of, you know, here's like a foresty area, you know, that we kind of cleared away a bit, and we built a house like in and around it. So, you know, this door can go around that, but we can at least see what's going on the other side. Very tasteful. Dedication to our goddess. Okay. Again, people love to fill corners. Love to fill corners. No exception, especially with this theme, right? So notice how, you know, this is a pretty large room, right? It's a pretty large room, but it's being made and shaped with these things to create new spaces altogether. Yeah, so it to me at least, it's very advanced use of like some of these larger rooms that I know that I'm not very good at. Like y'all see in my cafe. And this is a place to eat for big people. So, so we have this countertop that's been made. I'm pretty sure it's made to be a little bit bigger. Definitely not my size. But a cool cooking area to get us started. You know, imagine later when it's filled up with like all sorts of like different stuff. Because in the meantime, it's like, okay, we have some food out and everything, but what are we really eating? Takeout. You gotta have your takeout with your tea. Absolutely. Yeah, so like this larger room, it's being excuse me. You know, it's being kind of reshaped a little bit with some additional walls and what have you. And you know, I comment on this every now and then. It's really cool when these spaces are carved out in such a way that you can't quite tell if you're going from like room to room. So, you know, it's definitely a demonstration of some more advanced techniques and, you know, just more effort that's put into shaping the house into something that's a bit more filled out. So I'm not quite sure what we're seeing here as we transition, but, you know, maybe a work in progress as we see like new stuff. But here, now we go into like this kind of like a, not a speakeasy sort of thing, but this additional bar space. That's kind of how it comes off to me, at least. You know, I'm coming in, I pull up a chair, get warm, hang out, giant chair. Who lives here? Who lives here, man? And then here, I think I don't think were we in that space earlier? No, I don't think I've seen that space yet. So that's another cool thing, that it gives you previews of like other areas that you haven't quite been to yet, that create like so much more. So in this space, okay, so this is also really cool too, to just have a space that's just for like storage, because we see a little bit of that. Actually, we're going to see a lot of that of hoarding among players, because we have a lot of stuff that we want to put out, and there's only so much room to put it. So you might as well have like an area where you have a pile of stuff, right? So it's a warband meeting place. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Your warband is big. Oh, you know what? This is cool too. I like this. You know, just using this basic trellis to create a little bit more texture into the entrance. I like that. That's really neat. So let's find that one spot that was obscured. And again, like I'm kind of like losing a bit of orientation here. So I think we're gonna go through this door. Yeah, we're going through this door. And now we have, you know, some books over there. So here's the spot that we were looking at. And then here's another one of these trellises. And now we have this room. I believe this may be where the master sleeps. Interesting use with the double step here. How this is a ledge, but then this is like a step or a way to climb up. Not sure if that's intentional, but that's kind of cool. It's a neat effect, because you have like, okay, here's the floor, and then you climb up just a bit, and then you climb up just a bit more, and then you sleep. And I think this is I think these are two pieces. I don't think this is like one piece. Yeah, because it's slightly off. So I think this is like some sort of pillar or whatnot, or some sort of object. Because I think a pillar is too big to fuse through on a single story place, and then you have a floating candle. That's cool. What else is happening in this room? Place to like work on stuff. A little bit of reading, a little bit of just watching stuff, and a little bit of poison and experiments. There you go. Yeah, so this is it's a very filled out spot. I think what I like most, honestly, is the use of I'm sorry again. is the use of these trellis pieces to create like some additional depth. You know, to create something to something visual to like look at when you're going from spot to spot. Cool room, cool set of rooms, and again, like I'm very impressed with the whole pathing and all that. That's hard to do. It's hard for me to do. How about that? What do we have here? I think we've been here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go here, and then we're going around again. Yeah, so the pattern here, so it's like not convoluted. It takes some getting used to. But that's just like one wing. You know, it's a room that's turned into like all sorts of other stuff. So that was more like the that was kind of the night elvy room. Here, I think we're kind of entering a more blood elf sort of vibe, right? So we're still working in the confines of like the Belemeth housing down here, but then we start climbing up and we see that it changes a little bit. So here, this this understair area is being used for more food. More food, place to read, chill, hang out, or teleport in, if that's going to be the thing. Because I think that's all. I think this is all one piece. It's not like the blood elf kind of like fountainy sort of portal that we see from the collector's edition. And we have a little dedication to like some paladin-y stuff, some silver hand, little dedications to the silver hand. And I believe this is a wall. So this wall is being used as sort of like a high shelf or motif of sorts that's already against a different kind of wall. That's cool. What's the birdhouse fountain thing? I'm not sure if it's this that you're talking about. I believe this is something from Valdrakken, though. But yeah, aside from the eating spot, you know, a little bit of a pantry area, place to chill. And then, let's see what else we have. We have a bit of use of these blocks here to create at least a base for this tree as we climb higher. You know, so it helps when you have like a little bit of something to like work around with these stairs. Some people though who create their own stairs, ooh, that's like a big deal. In this case though, with the pre-builds, you know, then it's up to the player to create like something if they wanted to have something to climb up to as they ascend. Yeah, more dedication to like blood elves, paladins, that sort of stuff. Stuff in the corner as usual. More stuff in the corner as usual. All right. So we climb up, and as we get to the top of the landing, let's see what's done here. So in this case, it's not extended out because the blood elf stuff, this is like really high. I mean, you can create something, you know, create a space if you wanted to like extend it out like some other people do. It's just pretty hard because in this case, it's these pillars, these corners that are a little bit, yeah, I think they're a little bit higher than what you normally see. All right, basic bookshelves over here. Some kites. Oh, is it that drafty in here? All right, now let's go. Okay, so now we transition back to Belemeth here. This might be the final room. But here we have, do we have like 2 bedrooms of sorts? I think we do. So we have these massive platforms that are like sized up, and raised, and created into this, you know, I guess a separate bedroom space. You know, separated by this curtain here. I like this table, but this thing that juts out, it's so odd. To me, it's like so odd. So that's one bedroom. And then what about the other bedroom? Okay, here we have something that's a little bit, not homely, but you have a different color tone altogether. We have the brown that's dominant here. Yeah, we just need a little bit more things to fill out. A big old bookshelf also to fill out. But in the middle, though, dedication to the light. So we have paladins here. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. It's a twin bedroom for a paladin and a priest. Ah, got it. Okay, so who? So I'm kind of left guessing. So who's gonna stay where? Where does the paladin stay? Where does the priest stay? Because now you were describing this as kind of a spot for your whole warband. You know, you got multiple folks that are staying in these places. The Palace of Draenei. Got it. So I'm just guessing. Paladin is the Paladin is over here, priest is over here. That's cool. Yeah, man, I can't wait to like see like even more class specific stuff, so that way we can make more of those bits of dedications. I know Legion played a big part of it, but then there's so much more potential to see more things that can lean really heavy, not just into races, but also to classes, also to professions, and so much more. And I think we've seen everything, right? I think these were all the rooms, or was there like no sign of a hidden thing that I know of? I did not detect any of those hidden bookshelves this time. I try to be good about that. Oh, I didn't also notice that the platforms were that they were used here too as a path. That's pretty good. So it's like no matter what, this room or this house is Belemeth themed, but then the areas here that are Blood Elf themed, they're just kind of built into it. So despite what might seem like a clash, it still works out. It's just that you're seeing this sort of encroachment of Blood Elf decor in what is a Belemeth house. Yeah, I think that communicates it pretty well. Really cool spot. I think I'm most, what gets me most, I think, is just the whole layout and the pathing of it, because it's sort of it takes me around. You know, I'm going around here, and again, it's like hard to tell. I can't even tell what size room this is. I think this is a large room, but it's just been carved out with all these different things to create so much more. It's crazy. it's crazy big, dude. Yeah, like my cafe, it's like so open air and everything. But this is wildly impressive. I really can't tell. Yeah, thanks for letting us visit, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, little arrow thing. Cool. Do you have to buy Midnight to farm the new mats for player housing like lumber? No. You do need to own the War Within. But you don't need to or I'm pretty sure you need to own the War Within, but you don't need to own Midnight. Alright. Ooh, like stiff. Alright, very cool spot. Let's see. We got good on hard drive space. Just double checking. Okay. Next is Vayne. Vayne Go. All right. Oh yeah, it's past 10. Was there any news? Legion Remix. Okay, so here's Zero Breakdown. So no credit currency, that'll take you to 779. Allow conversion of excess motes and threads / threads, okay. Into mementos. Time Runner's Mayhem, stacking experience from Infinite Research, cool. New quests, Ritual Bonfire, Burn Blank Doomsayer pamphlets to conclude the Infinite storyline. New enemies, 6 bosses appear every 18 hours. Okay. More frequent loot drops, obelisks, and trade opportunitars. All right. Yeah, that I think that about sums things up. And having more bronze, it sounds like we get more bronze. That helps too. All right. Trash panda. All right. You redid your house? Oh, that was fast. Okay. House is an Illidari stronghold with a cozy library, a portal room, and a brew pub. All right. For what though? Nothing new to buy that I've seen. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, like the last phase, it's meant as a catch up. You know, it's not. It is not necessarily. Oh man, so you think that you got 999 verse and you're invincible? Think again. We've got, you know, Giga Titan shit happen. You know, that was never going to be a thing. That was never going to. I'm pretty sure that was never part of the plan. That would be a huge like diss on folks that wanted to hold off on coming in until later, because then they would have to climb that much higher. Yeah, that'd be totally super fucked up. All right, we're back in the headspace. All right, so now we're taking a look at Van Gogh's place, who's meant to be a kind of an Illidari lodge of sorts. But it's in such a bright and festive place over here on the Horde side. No, that's okay. That's cool. So here, we start off with very meticulously placed, perfectly lined foliage to lead us into the spots with the flag that is meant to definitely tell us, yes, this is Illidari territory you're coming into. Get ready. But then around it first, okay, this is cool. So what they did here is really like kind of build out the spots. So unlike what we saw a little bit before, things are being obscured. So they're doing their best to, you know, hide the wheels over there on that side. We've got some extra rocks that are built in there too, but it's very Demon Hunter, right? I think like once, you know, playing with a bigger budget, they could be a bit more natural. They could just kind of like flatten and sort of like build out in such a way, or to use something like this too. Like either of those things work. You know, so thanks to those budgets, these 4 wagons, which are being used. Actually, it's more than that. You got 4 wagons, but you also have what are kind of like fountainy sorts of things in here too, to create a little bit of activity inside. That's cool. And I think that's another wagon. So there are 5 wagons. Yeah, more than 5. This is a wagon house. Never mind Illidari stuff. This is a wagon house. Now remember, we're in Horde territory, so I guess more wagons are needed to create this sort of space, right? But this works out great. You know, you wouldn't know. You would think, oh, this is a lion's house. Nope, not even that. It's an ethereal cage. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. It does, you know, I can see it now, but it does have, at least without the barriers at the top and bottom, you can successfully, like, or, you know, it does pull off this, you know, windy activity that's going on inside. That's pretty cool. And I love the entrance here. Alternate door altogether as well. You know, so like it's, you know, they're doing their best to like skin over whatever semblance of a Horde house this was. Like you see a little tiny bit of it there, because you got to at least make it clickable, right? But then here we have very cool door. A door from the east, in fact. All right, so in we go. What do we expect? Fell stuff, infernals. This is pretty close to it, all right? So we have, oh, okay, yeah, it's kind of like entering a black temple of sorts with black curtains and everything. Sick. I don't know how much it costs to get more of these banners, but yeah, because you got a lot of them. So here's where you drop the loot when you come back home from a long, hard day of demon hunting, or what have you. But interesting, like the purpose of this room is just for the vibe, right? Yeah, this is considered a small room, but instead it's a stairwell. You know, they use the stairwell room, but they just wanted to make a really high ceiling. That's really, sometimes that's really all you care for, all it takes. All right, so we're gonna go left as I usually do. Into, oh, we got a grand kit, dude. This is a full pub. This is where all the demon hunters hang out, dude. All of them at the same time, because we got hella food. We got warmers. Oh, nice. We got food warmers and a huge bench. No. It's a coat rack, a huge coat rack to hold all these warmers, because it's a lot of food. You gotta have a lot of warmers for that. But don't melt the cheese, dude. Yeah, don't do that. This is cool though. And interesting here that these cans, it's almost like these are like attached to the ground. You know, they're attached to the ground and they're pumping something out. I don't know what. Probably fell. Yeah, probably fell. Extracting something from the ground. I like this pub area though. This is cool. It's cool because it's simple and it's tight. Like it's, you know, it's a little cramped. But I love this setup here. This setup with the food warmers, very cool. Oh no, does it not? Oh, okay, we're fine. I was like, oh, I thought the stairs didn't work right. Because yeah, they made custom stairs too. Heck yeah. So this is another stairwell room, but it's being used to go elsewhere. So what happens above? Oh, dude, every flag. So, like, this is the real stuff, but then here's like the banners of the fallen. This is almost like, yeah, these are our kills. But not really, because there's a demon hunter one up there too. All right, so let's see what's going on in here. So now we have kind of a gallery, or you know, we're just transitioning to a new spot. But where are we going from this tiny room? We're going to, ooh, this got green real fast. So we're in this very, very green bedroom. We're being overlooked by the Dark Hearts, but it's a really tight spot too, right? Oh, but total trophy room too. Yeah, of all their conquests and everything. Yeah, so yeah, we got different sorts of weapons. We've got another demon hunter kind of thing. I think that's like the thing for artifact weapon. Cool. I like that. See, I like this bed because it's like super, super tight. You know, a very, very elevated bed. Everything clips through like pretty nicely. And then you have like your bottom drawers, because that's what you see a lot, right? And wait. Oh my god. Did you fill out all these shelves? I think this dude filled out all the shelves. So those match. Yeah. This money went into this one. 20 grand, 20 grand, 20. Yeah. That's some crazy stuff, dude. Oh, more trophies, more dead things. Like, oh, even like a little like this closet kind of thing, or dresser. It was shrunk down to become like, you know, this little not a safe, but just a smaller tiny shelf. That's cool. I don't think there's anything added there, but then there is some stuff added here on top of the desk too, including the arcane toilet paper. Okay, so yeah, that's a warglaive, I believe, kind of display. And then not the Legion communicator, and then just a little reminder, night elf stuff, warning you kind of things. Yeah, that room just kind of like boom, just kind of like, suddenly like comes at you. And now, ooh, we have a kind of a upcoming Devourer Demon Hunter sort of shrine. Okay, okay, something happens here. this is kind of sus. Because here we are, the master's chair, staring at the prize. And so what does the master of the house do all day? Seethe. Just like, you know? Oh, and is this a bomb? Dude. that, that works. That works. That's cool. That's good. That's pretty good. Too much fire. It's like, yeah. You sure you want to do that with a Fel? Yeah, so now we know what he's doing. He's snacking, smoking, and seething. The 3 S's, baby. The 3 S's. And right down here, the plans. All right. Cool. All right. I'm pretty sure I only saw like one chunk of the house, right? Let's make our way down a bit. Oh yeah, and then yeah, these walls are set up there too. That's cool. Okay, so we're back here again. All right. Now what? What's to the right? We'll go down the center area in a bit, but to the right is a hall, and through the hall is ooh, a full-on library. Sick. Real sick. Where all the reading happens. So in this case, like all old bookshelves that just line up the walls, straight up. You know, they barely put in those pillars because they kind of had to. But otherwise, each of these bookshelves line everything up. They're also elevated. Yeah. The way it presents itself with that turns out to be very, very cool. Because then you have like these couches that sort of like that take up like the empty. I'm sorry, they take up the gaps. Nice touch with the books there. Yeah, they take up these gaps. I like this cluttered look. This is good. This is real good. But you got to clean stuff up. Where's the steward of the house? They got to pick up all this stuff. Ah, no, this is cool. I like it. Yeah, so it took this what looks like an octagonal room, but then they closed up a little bit more with these platforms. Made it a little bit tighter, with lining these up. Use these platforms to close up a little bit more. Use these couches to close up a little bit more again to create a really good presentation. I like this. Nice touch with the greens too, because otherwise, it would look like it is. It would look like it kind of clips too much. So that helps to like distract the eyes. Or like a contrast, yeah. And now, what's through the center? I'm still kind of wowed by the whole bong and the Zeldath room. Ooh, dude, it's the portal room. Oh, this is sick. This is cool. Ooh. All right. This is hella sick too, dude. Okay, okay, I'm trying to tell what's happening here. Multiple things are used. Multiple things were used to piece together what's like the whole damn floor. So this whole damn floor is being lined up with something. We got the Legion remix chains, we have a lot of chains. More, baby. And even the ceiling. He even lined up the ceiling with this sorts of stuff. Oh, man. And then we have this portal that goes to who knows what. So I think these were like the pools, I think. They're just kind of like rotated in such a way to like hide some stuff, but I might be wrong there. Really neat. Really, really neat. So it's the other side of the fountain. Okay, so it is like the fountain thing. Right. This is cool because this is like the, this is where all, where you do like all the command stuff, that sort of dealing, and then you send off your minions to like God knows wherever. Okay, so do these take me anywhere? Nope, not that way. How about this way? Nope, because these are fountains and those are solid objects. So this is a cool room though, man. What a vibe. But then what about through here? Does this take me? This takes. It's a clickable thing. Oh, what happens when I click it though? Oh, oh, it's a ship. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It almost looked like he was about to like fire and annihilate me. Let's tuck that thing back in. And back in you go. All right, that's creepy as hell. This is a cool house. I love this room. This room is really, really neat. Yeah. This room, I love the room. I love the warmer for the food and the Xalatath seat, the 3 S's for Xalatath. Very cool. Oh man, I can't wait to see like how this like, you know, if this gets flushed out even more. This is really cool. Thank you for showing us. Oh, I didn't miss anything, right? I think actually, I don't even think Vane is on. So, oh no, you're there. All right, but I think we're good. Okay, so now Zushiba. Actually, we'll do Cloudy because now he's at the top of the list. So, and I think I got the others. I'm pretty sure. Boo, 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 boo. So, like I said, I do a quick sanity check to make sure of the places that I look at are like ready to go. I'll check for a certain thing, like one, are they trying to troll me, and like, am I going to teleport into like a swastika or something like that? So I'll check for that sort of stuff. But the other thing too, the privacy settings might not be set, so I just kind of set that up so that way, you know, we're not screwed, and then it'll just feel embarrassing afterwards. It'll be like, oh, then I'll feel bad because then I'll have to hold off if they don't happen to be on at the time. All right. People are creative, man. It's crazy. I feel inadequate, but at the same time, I just love looking at this stuff. It's like hella cool. Holy shit. All right, so now we're taking a look at Cloudy's place, and he made like the boss something. This is like a boss dungeon. It's a raid. The final boss is somewhere in this citadel of madness. It's being flanked by guards, but we do have, they're trying to be welcoming, right? It's trying to be festive. Hey, welcome. And even the fences are crazy. Like, these are just like pillars of sorts. You know, complete with yeah, this is highly detailed. This budget is full, or it feels really full. You know, we have these things. Actually, I think these are like fences too. They're just kind of like put together. The little legion chains that are put together. This gear is a separate. This is not a single piece. There's a lot of stuff that's been thrown together to create like just that, along with kites. Yeah, but yeah, we have guards outside. But we have places to chill because, hey, we're on the beach, yo. I love the location. This is I think this is like the most popular location for on Razorwind Shores. Yeah. All right, let's keep going around here. So this is unmistakably Horde. They are trying to hide nothing. This is Horde and Proud, for sure. But we have a bit of a pathway to get to certain places. Like, for example, here is what feels like the engineering workshop. Lots of random junk that he picked up. Along with crafting a couple of these rando doohickeys. I don't even know what they're supposed to be. It's just like it's just a thing. I don't quite understand it myself. Even the giant barrels, like, those are expensive too. But yeah, that's all. It's all kind of closed up there. It's all fenced off. With a with a little bit of tasteful growth out over there, show things off. Just the entrance, just the sign. I really like that. Anything else here on the other side too? Yeah, there is another viewing spot. We're not looking at creepers. We're just looking at whatever's out there, man. Whatever's out there. What's that one continent called? Avaloran. It's happening. And then what was on this side here? A bathtub. Oh, yeah. You know, when you're done doing beach stuff, right? You're done doing beach stuff down there. You got to wash off, right? We need a shower. I don't know if there's a shower. I think we need to build a shower. Dude, there's a floating cheese inside the thing, as well as a place to sit in the tub. That's cool. Good touch. Good touch. All right. We just got to slip past the guards now and those giant heavy machine guns. A little bit of stuff growing on the outside. A very appropriate goblin doormat to let us in. Let's see what's going on. What do we get? Makes me sad. I wish all these people were my neighbors. All my neighbors just put their house and that's all. Dude, everyone's your neighbor, right? That's why I'm doing a purposeful pause here. That's why I hope someday we'll be able to just do a search, type in someone's address, and then just kind of go there. And then, you know, privacy settings, let that close people off if they don't want just anyone going to their spot. But I'd really like to be able to just punch in an address and like go there. Yeah, the tours would be a lot easier to set up. I mean, it would be a lot easier for me. It's already, I try to make it easy for other people. Just fill out the form and like then you're good to go. But this will let the turn time be a lot faster. And it makes sure that I don't have to worry too much about, well, I would still need to do the initial visit to like make sure that the privacy settings are working okay. But otherwise it'd just be a lot faster. So anyway. All right, so we enter Cloudy's place, and okay, this is interesting. It's like this is a thing for mail, but it's being sucked in to God knows what. I'm not entirely sure what's being communicated here, but I love seeing piles of stuff. I really like seeing piles of stuff, and you know, I know this is like one piece here, but it's being really tastefully done because it just fills out the space really well, you know. And it's very unkept, purposefully unkept. Like, yo, I know I got this. I'll put this like down somewhere at some point. And yeah, and it's not just thrown down either. Like you have like these little bits here, and then you have like another object that's placed in there that's causing that glow. Because otherwise, that's just a plain old barrel, right? So it's an automated mail ring. Okay, holy moly. What is going on in this spire of technology? Holy cow. Okay, this is some techie stuff. And a very complex build because you need to be up there and place those things, or you need to line these up properly. Ooh, man, just this room is huge on the details. We've got this looks like 3 floors. That are happening up here. And I really, okay, we're going to be climbing this thing, I think, which, dude, we're going to be here for a while, guys. And then here we have another, like, little closet just full of knickknacks. Oh, this is cool. These shelves start off empty, by the way. Everything here has been placed down. From the little, the little experimental Elric thing in a prison, to the book that's turned itself, to I'm not even sure what that pole thing is right there. Yeah, everything here meticulously placed, positioned in such a way to like lay down and just, you know, be haphazardly put in. Like this thing is supposed to be like this super long wiry thing. It's just being like laid down there. And books, just in case. And then here's where you put down the inventory of all your stuff. And I'm sure it's totally out of date, right? Somehow the trash is keeping whatever the tubes going. Oh man, oh that's messed up. Well, Xal'atath feels nothing. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I find it funny that you straight up put fire under here too. Good touch. Really good touch. Oh, and even like the siren here, gee, there's like there's lights and whatnot that's all over the place. This is an insane spot. Can I climb up this thing? The arrow says I can, so okay, we're climbing up. Okay, our adventure in this one room begins. Holy moly. Okay, so we have like a little spider bot who I guess is like doing repairs because, you know, there's a fire. Just a fire. We got more bots that are cleaning up stuff. And it's funny, like these are supposed to be like Orgrimmar branded trellises, but they've been painted in such a way to create like these ramps and you know, with yellow, I guess, kind of as a cautionary thing, caution tape of sorts. So despite all the chaos, there's a place to chill and have your takeout. Throw your stuff down real quick, as if like there's like other people who are working in here, you know, and you're just kind of doing your thing. There's a maintenance shaft for the first room of the house. Nice. I love the tubes though. Very, very purple. And the Dranathus lights, which I believe are crafted too, and like sized up like crazy, also helps to deliver that vibe. Yeah, this I love the lights. Love these lights. And so here we made it up top. Now we're kind of in a borderline jumping puzzle, but we'll check out this spot here first. We're going across. So all these bots, they're doing their best to like repair things. I forgot where this came from. I think this was crafted actually. And then I don't know why a random axe is just like chilling there. I could have swore this was part of like a dartboard or something like that. But yeah, you have a lot of folks that are otherwise supposed to be working on here. Yeah, it is part of a team. That's funny because only the axe shows up. I know there's like supposed to be like other stuff here too. So like these fences are also kind of being used as not exactly scaffolding or anything, but like some of the most unsafe places to climb from. This is crazy. This is a crazy, crazy build. We're still climbing. We're still climbing. Jesus, how high do these tubes go? Okay, so I think we made it to the top. Ow, and up top, the master of the house. No, it's the dude who's been working on everything. The little Reptar looking guy. Anyone remember Reptar? Yeah, dude. And it's going somewhere because like here, like that's not just anything. That's like a not a teleport pad, but you know, that's another asset that's being used there to create, I don't know the word, but you know, just a way to make it look a bit more flush rather than it just kind of like shooting through. Because otherwise would. Here it's fine. But I guess the way that it's sized, it would have clipped through and would have looked kind of like So I think that's why they added that there to make it look a little bit better. And can I die here? I do take fall damage. Okay. So what a room though, man. Woo. What a room. And we're still not done. I haven't even looked at the other side of this room yet. Ooh. So this is kind of like a security thing. Or you could say like, no, it's an auto hammer. It's like automatically fixing things. No, actually, if you grab it, it'll like destroy you. It'll just knock you out. Do it. Come on. There we go. That's hilarious. So we have, yeah, this is such a cool, this is a cool spot so far, man. And we're just in this first room. So much detail that's put in here. Oh, and here's how it's all powered. A captured Naru. Dude, that's a good touch. That's a good touch. If it's possible, have something like this and just have like someone who's captured there, as if it's like siphoning all their strength and all that. That's neat. Yeah, this is a really good use of like all these different assets that otherwise aren't normally. I guess this is like the first. This is the first engineer, very centric house that I've seen. Something very techy, despite the whole WoW vibe to it. Yeah, so we don't even eat here. We just make stuff. But there's an axe there just in case. Oh, a little anima up top there too. Anima next to Fel, next to honey, next to more kinds of anima. Yeah. Don't miss the excavation site near the staircase. Oh man. Okay, so we'll go through that in a bit. I feel like that's like kind of fenced off. So we're going into this other room. And all of a sudden, yeah, we're going into like this full-on cave. We're digging for stuff. We're digging for earthen. And we found one. That's so sick, dude. That's so sick. So we got auto hammers that are kind of working their business, chipping away at ore, right? Because it's, these little bits here, those are colored little bits to indicate, oh yeah, there's like actual stuff. We're getting gold out of these things, right? Like there's some gold. This is like iron or whatnot. Yeah, and this is really cool too. I like this. This is the dragon head trophy, but instead it's being fused in to become like this sort of fossil sort of bit. Very, very tasteful. And you have some lights, not enough though. Very dangerous, but very in character as well. This is really, really cool, man. Really, really neat. Man. And notes. Notes to take, like just in case. Dude. What a place so far, man. Oh, and you got some greens. Hey, because you gotta have that somewhere. And it looks like the vibe does not change. So now we're in like a single floor area. Where we have. So I noticed how the pipe, it just, it sort of it kind of gets cut off here, and you can't make another pipe because this is the first floor. You can't just make it and extend it out some, and it would be kind of awkward to unalign it. But instead, it looks like another one of those prison things. We were talking about that like just earlier. One of those prisons are being used to kind of sort of connect it together, even though it's not really. So something tasteful was done to make up for what was otherwise oh damn it kind of moments, and that works really well. Yeah, really well done. And this thing, please, are you actually pointing it up? Okay, good. It's just junk. I'm like, are we gonna climb another thing again? Okay, so it's kind of a junk room, kind of a garage or maintenance room, right? So like this thing's like being repaired, fixed, or whatnot. Some stuff is being installed, as if this is like a power source or something that's being extracted. Like does this thing extend out? Yeah. So it's like a bot that's like jutting in like the power source for this thing, or trying to take it out or something like that. So here we have, is this the espresso machine? I kind of want to think this is the espresso machine, where it has like a plate of stuff. But then otherwise, you just have a lot of accident. Okay, so I'm trying to tell what's happening here. Something's producing this lightning. This thing's on its own. That gear's on its own. But then they also, he also put in a little lightning thing to create some additional effects. Same thing with the fire here. Something's being made there. It's not very visible, which is like the point. It's the okay, it's a banner. Okay, so somewhere down there is the banner, and you have, you know, one banner that's fire, one that's nature or lightning, and it's being used. That's really good. That's hella smart, dude. Oh, dude. This is crazy. This is just insane, dude. Yeah, you put a lot of resources into picking these up. You know, from yeah, from crafting the gears to these enchanting floor glyphs, to the many pipes. This is a cool touch too. Having a device like this float here, very cool. Hella good. Okay, so you have this thing matching on both sides, and it's kind of funny. Like this dude has to go through the portal, otherwise there's like no way out for him. Because I don't. Maybe they can crawl under that. Otherwise they'd break everything. Okay, and then what we have here? We have a drill, a laser drill of sorts, and you have a lot of torches and braziers and whatnot, kind of like showing the work happening. Yeah, I think all we need is like some sort of way to like. So we have like a little bit of you know, it's as if the gun just fired, right? And it's kind of like warming back up, ready to go again. I can see this being, well, I'm sure you thought of it already, but I can see it being fused down and just kind of rotate a little bit so it can actually point at the thing. But this is in cooldown mode, so you know, we can make up whatever the hell narrative we want, right? I'll take a look at that in just a second. Let's see what's going on over here. Finally, a place to sleep. A place to sleep. I got some dim sum, some noodles, nice. Couple things to drink. Just a few winks, boss. Just give me a few moments. I just gotta rest for a little bit, even though all the madness is happening outside. Yeah. Oh, this is a misfire. That's a good story. That's a good story. I guess I could tell because like there's like debris down there, busted stuff. Yeah, it's being closed off. Hey, don't go in, don't go in. Yeah. We have a caged old god thing. Nice. Nice. As if it's like this grand specimen of sorts. And then, okay, so what's going on here? So here we have, okay, so I think we have a pipe being used as background stuff. That's a cool effect. That's a cool effect. Because at first I was looking at this and I was like, oh, it's as if they're trying to do like a whole glass thing around here. But yeah, we have two tables, one being flipped upside down and just kind of lined up to create, you know, this sort of like display case of sorts with a bunch of stuff on top. Another pipe to kind of like pump in God knows what. I guess it's to juice up this device, right? And then different things are being irradiated. That's what I'm going to tell myself. From Onyxia's head to a sentinel owl to a book to a totem looking thing to whatever's left. I'm just going to pretend like it was something and then it became a blob because the experiment like just totally went wrong. It's like, okay, what about specimen number 5? Oh shit, never mind. Turn it off. And then they take some notes, right? I didn't look at this spot either. So straight up crane thing. What a crazy device. Oh, and a use of the weapon rack. Nice. Just as a, you know, just a trash sorter or something like that. Busted pipe over there. That's it. That's being stored. This is a really well done place. You know, like all the clutter is like tastefully placed and well put. You know, almost everything here has like a little story behind it, right? Even like things that are like, you know, technical errors or whatnot, they were just improvised into something else entirely. Did I miss anything? I'm not sure if I missed anything. All right. Because, dude, this was a tremendous effort. This is so good. This is such a good place. Oh man. Wait until you get more budget. Boy. Dude, wait until later when you can change the ambient sound or the ambient light and then dark this thing up, and then you'll be able to see like exactly like how this looks. Actually, hold on. I don't know if I have any inky blacks on me. Let me see. I do. Yeah, so let's see how this looks with the blacks. So let's darken this thing up. All right. But it's still so bright. It's still so bright in here because you have, so I took away the ambient light and I just left it, I just left the glowies from what we have here. Just from what is available from this house. And it's still like super, super bright. Yeah. Neat. Ooh, and it makes this spot look even cooler too. Hell yeah, dude. Woohoo. Oh, this was fun. This was fun. Yeah, thanks again for showing us, dude. This guy's definitely addicted to Mechagon. Hey, there's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun stuff that comes out of here. All right. So I think we are going to Zushiba's next. Alliance. Which one is Alliance? Sleepy Blessing. All right. 1700. That's pretty high. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of parts. It's a lot of parts. Okay, I should turn off inky black. Although it looks cool though, right? Yeah. I'd really like to see like darker tones. But yeah, undo and still pretty though. Still very, very pretty. Ooh, 1 second. Just want to stretch. That's all. All right. All right, so now we're taking a look at Zushiba's place. This is over on Founder's Point, and we're greeted with a wagon, or kind of like an outdoor settlement of sorts. And it's also closed off, so somewhat private space. But yeah, it has that whole vibe of, they normally travel, they have these things set up because, hey, there might be them traveling, but they still want these things to be set up for, activities or to just have stuff around. A place to sleep too. That's cool. Place to sleep, place to potty. And what do we have over here? So we have this kind of side porch area with a place to cook yourself. No, it's a jacuzzi. It's a hot tub. That's sick. I didn't realize that that there was like an earthen hot tub of sorts. And refreshments, right? There's several. It's several trellises. Trellises or trelli? Several of those to fill up the space a little bit on the porch. Otherwise, we don't have heavy decorations on the side. Never super necessary, but like just like small extensions. We just have like small extensions here to create a little bit more of a spot. And here's like a very simple engineering spot, a very simple building spot where, you know, Zushiba just wants to like take their stuff, want to make something new out of the junk that they have. That's all it takes. All right. Otherwise, it is a very peaceful lot. You know, so something that I'm here's me pausing again. Something that I find kind of weird about this mailbox. Seems like a bug of some sort, but like this little floaty thing, what the hell is this? Because if I move my camera, it moves. It's not the orientation of my character. It's just the camera that I'm moving, and like this thing like goes with it. It feels like a bug of some sort. Like I feel like this thing should be like back there, right? Does the mail thing work? It does not work right now. It's the portal glyph. It's offset. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'm like, it kind of sucks because even if I just move the camera, it doesn't work. But oh, whatever. All right, I think that is what we got out here. All right, so let's head inside and see what we've got. The mailbox is crafted. It is crafted. As an FYI. All right. Okay. Here we have a house. Just a house. I'm not saying it's just a house. Okay, I just said it's just a house. But this is as not even simple, but this is as cozy as it gets. We come in, we're immediately brought into like this living space. We've got a clickable bookshelf there. We're going to take a look at that in a little bit. But otherwise, it's just like, hey, welcome home. Welcome back from adventures. You know, kick back, relax, put up some of the stuff that you had been collecting. You know, grab some water, throw together some food, eat something. Never mind. Someone already made the food. It's already there. Lobster. But here we have a cool window set. Now these look like rugs that are on the outside. You know, no additional foliage or nothing like that. Like that's not necessary. But what I do find interesting is that there's also security fences here too. I'm not entirely sure where this comes from. It's something that might be goblin-y or something like that. But I'm not familiar with this fencing, and that's kind of cool. It is a little bit, oh, it's a net. Ah, that's cool. That's a good use of net. Yeah, it has this look of a chain link fence, as if like, yo, this is my spot. I love it. It's cozy. It is modest, but I'm scared of burglars. Cause you know, that could happen. And hell, this is Azeroth, man. Anything can happen. It could be bears. It could be an infernal. I doubt the infernal will do anything, but you know. But cool. It's a cool little elevation, and very, very tastefully done. You know, it's built into the wall. I don't know if this is like, I think this is just like a closet space. That might have been carved out, or they just put in the beams themselves. But otherwise, everything else was just built into this nook. That became a place to also put some stuff onto set. Very cool. What else is going on in this kind of sort of trophy room? Let's see, we have some scrolls that were put down, little doodads. You know, the clutter is minimal, but it's also just a sign of someone who keeps up their house. You know, they keep their stuff clean. I believe that's all pre-built. Yeah, everything here though, these are things that were like that were set. You know, from the wall shelves to this table here, and then here too with the extra shelving. Nice. All right, let's go in. Okay, let's see what's going on here. It is a closet. Another storage, you know, kind of storage closet, kind of a private area. But I like that because it doesn't have to be anything like too crazy, too spectacular. It's just a modest place to throw down for a little bit of quiet time to yourself. Yeah. Someone like me might be like, okay, this is where the rig is, this is where the lighting comes in and all that stuff, just so I can like close this off and not have too much noise that's coming from the outside. All right. Yeah, a very simple but very effective close-off spot. Let's move on now. Boop. Now we move on straight to the bedroom. Straight to business. Okay, so we have Elriel above the bed here, but Zeltap in the private room. Interesting story. Very interesting story. But this is a very interesting desk that we have here. It is an arcane powered desk because we have like the portal that's going on there. We have the pipe that leads up and through and down and into something. So something's going on here. This is like a nuclear shelf of sorts. And what's it for? To keep the coffee warm and to keep the light on. Duh. And also to keep the shelves closed because there's might be a security sort of thing. But yeah, really cool study. Really cool. Yeah, it's a good way to fill that out. We have more study materials here. A little bit of lid up top. All right. What is that actually? Oh, I'm not quite sure where that's from. But yeah, we sleep here and we got our little stuffed animals. Along with some cushiony things there too. But now we're going to the loo. And so what have we got here? We've got a vanity, basic stuff. We'll take a look at that totem in a second. Easy bathtub, simple access, closed off, but at least you got some ventilation. You don't want to have it like get too foggy in there. And here's another toilet. I really should like make sure I record all the toilets that I'm seeing and do like a top 10 toilets or something like that. Because check it. We have the seat, right? I fit absolutely not that great, but that's fine. We have the seat. We have this a fence post that's being used as the lever, a barrel for the tank. We got glowy stuff coming out of it. That's very suspicious. I'd be very odd to sound on that. Maybe it's trying to communicate to us that it is a bidet. Yeah. It is a holy bidet. Sit on it and the light will cleanse all that stuff, or it's a moon well or something like that, but you know what I mean. But we got plumbing too. I think that's cool. We got kind of basic plumbing because we have this upper reservoir here. We have the lever, and then it all flushes down into, well, who knows? Maybe that incinerates everything in there or something like that. But yeah, grab your book, park, and chill. Need another painting there. Someone else to stare at. Maybe seethe. Maybe smoke a bong or something like that. Let's see. So we have this room here. We'll go backwards a bit. I think this might be it. This might be the whole house. I like this though because it's small, it's cozy. It's not like, hey, I gotta spend my entire budget to like fill the stuff out. And you know, we can do whatever we want. You know, don't get me wrong. But sometimes you just need a couple things to make a place that you can call home and feel successful. Yeah, sick place, dude. I really like how this is set up. It feels like this one took a good bit of time to set up, from the elevations to the platforms to like shipping that whole thing together. I wonder like if the netting, if it already sits like this on its own, or if they had to like rotate these to be a certain way, because otherwise if it did look uneven, then it just wouldn't really come off very well. But yeah, this was really well done. Cool. And I think Grandma's place, a guild name. So he said that I should be on a smaller character to visit this spot. So we will do that. for him. I just need a small character. Where's my priest? There's my priest. You'll do. I should make a Potties of Azeroth thread in my Discord channel. Azeroth's top toilets. Right? Alright, so... Off to the yard we go, baby. Top toilets, we ain't shitting you. Ha! Clever. I like that. Smart. Smart. Alright. You know, I have this... I don't know what it is, dude. Maybe among chat there's a doctor. But I pulled a muscle on the back of my thigh a month ago, I think. I think it's been like a month now. And it aches a bit, especially if I sit on my leg for like a long time. It starts to ache a bit. And then I just get up and then I'm fine. So there's like some sort of inflammation or torn muscle or pulled muscle, and I don't know what to do about it. Like I'm trying to set an appointment with a physical therapist to like figure it out. Am I cutting off the circulation? I don't know. Like it's not. It doesn't seem so critical yet because it hasn't changed, right? It hasn't gotten worse. But if I sit for a while, especially if I apply pressure, then it starts to feel uncomfortable, as if I'm like, as if I'm cutting something off. But otherwise, the way to make it rest, honestly, is for me to stand up. You know, I don't just stand up because of this. Like, this is something that I just do, but I feel more comfortable working standing up right now because if I sit for long enough, then it starts to feel uncomfortable. So I tried rollers. I tried a vibration machine. I can't get it. I can't like hit the spot. But yeah, I think I might have to see something. Wife is suggesting that I see an acupuncturist to see if that'll help. I've never done it before, so I'm kind of a skeptic at the moment. If you guys, well, yeah, if you guys have had any experience with that, I wouldn't mind hearing something about that. But yeah, I tried the rollers. I tried the I have like a little vibration gun thing, you know. But like I can't get deep enough. It's like really deep in there. I gotta like fucking stab that shit. Like I tried just taking a tennis ball and you know, having my leg sit on it and just smash my leg just to see if I can get to that spot. I can't really get it. It's like deep. So you won't be fighting spirit when it's happening. I acupuncture on my neck. No, it's not. I'm not scared of being poked or whatever. I'm not that I'm not worried about. I just want it to work. Right? PT and stretching has always been the answer for me, but it ain't that easy. It sucks. Heard good things about acupuncturist. Osteopath has always been my go-to. I just want to see someone cheap. Yeah, honestly, because all I was doing was I was lifting something, you know, and my legs were and I was kind of using my legs to kind of lift something out. And then all of a sudden I was like, ooh, ow, and then I pulled something. I'm like, okay, let me just stay off of it for a bit. You know, not try to stretch it out, and I've been like that forever now. Probably a tear, probably so. I just need to figure out a way to resolve it. I don't know how. See what happens. I do my squats. I only do like a little bit though, so. Doing muscle therapy on a weekly basis does one. Man, that sounds expensive though. I only stream WoW. I don't make that much money, man. Yeah, it's annoying. Anyway. Time for a subathon? I don't know how to do them, to be honest. I see how people do it, and I'm like, I can't do that. Yeah, it feels... They feel weird to me. I don't know. Anyway. Alright. This is Sonata's, right? Alright, so now we're checking out Sonata's place. Now this is special because this is a guildmate. So this is a guildmate who dares to show me their place. So I'm going to give them a hard time. I'm not going to be as nice as I am to other people. I'm just kidding. We're here in Razorwind Shores, and we're being first flanked by Onyxia, or Onyxias, and there's a little baby, Onyxia too. I'm hoping that this comes off with, you know, kind of a festive, non-serious vibe to it. But then we are greeted with a, you know, a reskinned house. It was a horde house, but now it's just a cave. It is a seaside cave. Or it's a buried house, whatever you want to call it. But at least you got your mailbox, because you at least got to make sure that you stay connected with the world somehow, some way. All right, as soon as we go in, we are greeted with, not exactly a modest entrance, but kind of like, this sort of feels like a reception area of sorts, but not really. You know, you have someone who's working the front. Hey, welcome to such and such. How can we help you? Well, I just want to take a tour of the place. And here's what, so there's some interesting things that I'm seeing here. So this looks like a little secret, but it looks like they tried to shape it in such a way that it wasn't as obvious. So it's kind of off to the side, you know what I mean? So like here's like some walls that were like thrown in, but then here's the actual door or separator. But let's go back here first. Let's see what else is back here. We have books. We've got glowies. We got good use of the shelf. Oh, I like how, oh, you know, I really like how the curvature of the shelf, it kind of flows in. I mean, there's some clipping there, but it flows well with the beam. So it kind of lines up. It worked. That's pretty nice. But yeah, let's see what's going on in this secret spot. Yep, secret spot. Yeah, well, oh, that's a crazy staircase. We'll go here first, though, since we're already here. So we go in to what looks like probably a work in progress. That's okay. Let's see what's going on here, though. So here's another one. So this is this staircase is going up, but then in this underside here, looks like you wanted to create a separate room space right down here. Very bright space, which is this a public bathroom? It is, dude. Okay, this is the first time we're seeing two toilets in one house. Hey, watch out. We have our arcane toilet paper. Cool. And we have a mostly working seat. Very nice. Dude, very spacious. Very, very you know, friendly for accessibility. You know? Very nice of them. Okay, here, this is messed up. We have just a plain towel. At least the other one is like made of magic. This one is not. So this is just like a reusable scrap that you use it and then you put it back. Damn. Ooh, brutal. But I like that. A public bathroom. Very thoughtful. As for Alliance players, yeah, no, I'm with you there. All right, so let's double check. This might be a work in progress. We'll just try to climb up real quick. Oh, so bright that that the light leaks through the cracks. Okay, so now we have, ooh. Okay, towards the top of this, we have this very, very cool cavey, waterfall-y kind of thing with that makes use of several fountains. Yeah. So like this is the fountain that goes down here. This, I believe, is like some other is a mirror sort of texture. Very cool. A lot of effort went into this one, I think. Neat. So it almost kind of matches the outside a little bit, where you have like so many rocky faces and everything. So this is an example of the house being built as part of the rock face. So now we're climbing down. Yeah, so I guess we're making our way down to the lobby area again, with custom stairs. Nice. And it has this handcrafted look to it. You can kind of see here, I'm not trying to diss on Sonata here, but you see that they're unevenly done. But at the same time, it feels like this sort of like purposefully natural set of stairs that were like, yep, I just made them as I went, you know? Cute little altar thing here. Kind of a balcony sort of vibe to it. But we have a bar. Hell yeah, dude. We got bar seating. We got drinks. Need some lights. Oh, there's some lights over there. We'll see what that's all about in a bit. But all kind of thrown together. I do appreciate the, oh, I can't get back there. Oh no. Look, I do appreciate the thrown together feeling of stuff, where it's just like, okay, we're just gonna take the pieces that we have and make it into something. Because then it does feel like, you know, someone had put it together rather than like a professional. Yeah, I want to see if that door leads me anywhere. We may never know. And this is what is going on here? Dude, this is the dance floor. Oh, this is the club. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take this as like a work in progress club of sorts. Here's the DJ booth right over there. You got hella lights to like show them off, and you got the dance floor. Hell yeah, dude. Oh man, there would be such a tremendous effort that would go into creating like lighted floors and all that. But yeah, we need lights everywhere, dude. We need to like induce seizures with this sort of stuff. And then you get back here, and thankfully all these things are made of wood, so that way, like, even if you drop it, it's not gonna break. Smart. But it's kind of cool. This, you know, the only way to get here is to climb up and then down again. So it kind of has this underground sort of club sort of kind of feel. I actually love that this is crooked. I don't know. It gives a certain personality to it. It gives a certain something that I can't not appreciate. And you got to go this far to get to the bathroom. Oh, that's brutal. Because you're on the dance floor on the other side. You got to come all the way up, come all the way down, and then there's the bathroom, right? How many people are gonna get sick over that? And this is like the secret club too, because, you know, there it is, kind of hidden over there. And otherwise, you're just like, oh, hey guys, haha, welcome to my peaceful place. We're just gonna like hang out and stuff. Oh, dude, I thought those were stairs. I was fooled. Like, when I was back here, I thought, oh, those are some stairs off in the business. And this is, no, he made a fireplace. This is wild. He pieced together very carefully, and it almost looks like, well, I guess the way that this is set up, you know, he put them down and then he rotated them in. There are kind of other ways you can do this, but this is, I mean, what's cool about this is the way that between the cracks, it still lights up. Yeah. You can walk through the fireplace and through the area behind the concierge desk with small flares. Oh, that's the trick. So that's the super secret that we're talking about. Let's see if I can walk through it a bit. But I like this. I like how I like the way that it lights up still. All right, so let's see if goblins are like small enough. So we go through, and oh, we made it into a work in progress room. All right, so let's climb up, and I think this is our way to get into the DJ booth, right? So, a sign that'll tell us to go elsewhere. So we're back in like this kind of like, you know, the cave structure part of the house. We make our way through. Oh, no. This is where I was. Right? This is where I was. And then we go down here to the bar. Right? And then there's the DJ booth. So is there a way up there? I must have missed it. Maybe I missed it. Okay, this is the first time that I've gotten like lost. Okay, so let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. I won't look at chat on purpose. Let me get my orientation together. Okay, so here's the spot. There's a floor maybe above me, kind of, sort of. So let's go around, or up and around, and we'll go through here again. Oh, okay. So I thought this was a dead end. It is not a dead end. We keep going, and we go through this spot here. So this is like this is where, yeah, this is definitely the DJ booth. Okay, and then we go. Oh, damn it! No, my platforming skills have failed me. Okay, so here, I'll have to do this in first person. So sorry if this ends up looking a little disorienting. I'm gonna go through. Oh, not here. We're getting it. We're getting it. All right. So here is where the cool people are. So all these trellises are set up. And we go through here. We climb down. And here we go. We win. Do. I am the star. I'm the boss. And you are the rabble below. I think this works cool as like a DJ booth sort of thing. That's sick. That's hell cool. Dude, I want to see this thing get fleshed out, man. Yeah. I like the secret. I like the secret. The secret passageway works out for me, man. It's exclusive, but not too exclusive. Because then people will, people can access the room, but they can't access like every part of the room. You know what I mean? So yeah, we go through here. We access the club. So here's like the normal people entrance, I guess. The bathroom part is hilarious though. It tells like a very funny story, and then people will go through here. They'll go through these efforts, and then they're here at the bar, and then ta-da! That's cool. I think this is really well done. Yeah. Dude, I want to see pipes just like all around here, dude. Hell, pipes on the ground. That would be sick. That'd be extremely expensive. That's a lot of resonance crystals. But yeah, just give me a whole bunch of pipes on the ground. People would be tripping all over themselves walking over, but it's okay. They can deal with it. You want to hang out in the pool club? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay, so he says, check the space behind the concierge desk. Okay. I just gotta make sure I remember where to go. There's the bathroom area. Go through here. Oh, because we're not done. We're not done either. Okay, hold on. Oh no. Okay, we made it. It almost stopped me. Here's how we get to the bar. Oh, snap. That's dope. Okay, okay. The layout is a win. I love how it all like comes together like this. Because at first I was like, oh, I can't go back here. That stinks. But this is the way to do it. And with this with this shelf being used as a door. Or a door frame. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. There's all these things that look like, okay, they're just like kind of put together to like make things. But, if you, like I said, flesh this out, use other parts that you might like using, this is bound to be a very, very cool space. Yeah, thanks for showing us, dude. Yeah, you got the bones together. You know what I mean? You got the bones together. No, thank you, dude. And that takes care of the list so far. Yay. So how many people do we have on the list? Fuck. We're at 50. We are over 50 now. Cool. Shit. So how am I gonna do this, guys? I feel like I need to do 10 a day, every day. I like seeing people are actually doing really impressive. Oh yeah. I mean, it's gonna take time, right? I don't want to, you know, some people they're rushing themselves in the excitement, but I don't think they should rush. Period. You know, I don't think that's. I don't think we need to apply that sort of pressure. Yeah, and it might drop off too, but it might not, right? But let's see how this momentum goes. Like when I put this out, you know, this is the first official episode where I'm like, hey, welcome to Around Azeroth, where I do such and such. I want to create a space where users and viewers like you can show off your stuff, you know, without needing to put it out on social media or making your own YouTube channel or whatnot. If you just want to show your stuff, hey, cool, I'm here for it. Here's the form, and then wait a while. But this is, I at least at the moment, you know, we'll see how it goes over time. Once this first video goes out, though, then, you know, it's going to include the form, and then it's just going to be a question of, you know, how well does that sustain, you know? Because now that I have these videos, I want to do the tours. I want to tour everyone who submits. But as for when I put it out on VODs, I'm not going to feature everyone at the same time. You know, so I did 8 tours today. So I might split that into 2 videos over 2 weeks. So there might be some tours that I'll do, and I'll do them live. I want to do it live and with folks watching and stuff. And if people want to look at like the past stream and look at the raw footage and all that stuff, they can, for sure. But as for like published stuff, it might be a month until or longer until your house gets put into a VOD, if it does, right? So yeah. But this is fun. I really like doing this. It's fun to gush over the stuff. And I have seen some critical comments too. And so I'm trying to take in all the feedback. Some folks, they would, I think one person was pretty hard up on saying, hey, I think it'd be better if you did it scripted. I don't think I would like to do it scripted. I tried to practice on it, where I did a retour of someone's place, and then I scripted everything down, and I also storyboarded like things that I would want to do, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna need to get a shot of doing this and showing off this and zooming in on that, and that would cause that would add many hours to the production time, as opposed to, hey, we're just gonna rip a reaction, sort of. I feel like it's more natural. It's fun being surprised by stuff, and when it's scripted, I either have to fake the surprise, which doesn't come off as well, or not sound surprised, but make it an effort to surprise the viewer instead. And it would take forever. I would not be able to get through everyone if I scripted stuff. So In the previous scene when I was on break and I showed a video of different. Oh yeah, let me look it. I think to get this, I think I'll need to do like 10 a day to get through the, to get through the queue, because I don't want to keep people hanging. That's messed up. The last thing I want people to do is to not be able to work on the house because they're waiting for me to like do something. So I want to try to be faster on that. So I might do 10 tomorrow. Yeah. Which is still fun. Here is the article. So in that article, you can find you'll be able to find that time-lapse video. Someone was saying on chat, "Hey, can you do a revisit of my house?" I don't think I can do that. Yeah. Or at least I'm not gonna redo a whole tour. I'll like, hey, if you redid some stuff, that's cool. But yeah, I only have so much time, unfortunately. Housing content is taking over a while, and I love it. I mean, like, here's the thing: like, we've had combat. We've had combat-based content for the past 20 years, and now we have something that is very much a new platform of a new platform of progression and skill and flexing, right? So we're just seeing a different side of it. So I'll keep updating too if you want to drop by and get, yeah. Of course, it's like, I want to work on my house too, or I want to work on the cafe as well. Like, but from a content creation and work standpoint, this has been very cool. This has worked out fantastically. Some of us nerdy peeps can flex now. Yeah, like some of y'all have like amazing skills, and it doesn't take a complete house to wow people with your skill and creativity. Sometimes, even if you might not feel confident about something, or if there's something that someone in the audience, they might not be necessarily impressed by that specifically, but it might inspire something of their own, that makes watching it worthwhile. Yeah. Let's go home. At some point I need to play the normal game too. What am I talking about? This is the game. Like, I haven't done a damn thing outside except for throw down a mailbox. That's about it. I don't know what I know that I eventually want to do like the gun and all that, but part of me wants to wait and see, or I guess I want to focus my energy mostly on the interior, mostly on the cafe, and then I'll go from there. I think what I'll do, I might make this a normal. Well, do I want to make this a normal stream day for me? I probably should. Yeah, I'll probably should. So what I think I'll try and do today is I'll try to queue up 10 or 15 people. Maybe I'll shoot for 15. Yeah, I'll queue up 10 or 15 people for visits tomorrow. If I can do 15, that'd be great. That'll put a nice big dent in things. And then I'll take both today's and tomorrow's visits, and I'll pluck some out. I would like to show everyone eventually, but I don't know if I want to make like, how long do you think is good? Because tours take anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes. Like, how many tours should I do? How many should I put into a VOD? Because it's only going to go out once a week. I don't want to do too many. But like, how long do I make that video? Do I include 5? Because that's about it then. Because then we'll be reaching an hour or so. 3 is about half an hour. 5 is about an hour, give or take. 5 seems about right. 5 seems about right. Because otherwise, then I'll hopelessly be behind. 4. How about 4 3/4? No, I'm just kidding. I guess it also. Well, okay. Let me rephrase the question. How long should the video be? Yeah, how long should it be? 10,000 hours. What? What's the algorithm saying? It hasn't gotten caught by, well, when you get caught by the algorithm, then that's like winning the lottery. It's like an hour. You know, and it's meant to be like kind of, you know, cozy stuff. People can watch it like anytime. More than 10 minutes per tour would feel too long. Maybe. I mean, a lot of it depends. Like, you guys just saw me do it. So I can always, you know, I always do like a little bit of trimming here and there, especially for like the empty space, but I can do a little bit more. Showcase Sunday for like an hour. It'd be something like that. 44 minutes and 44 seconds. I think in general 5 tours is probably going to be good. When I do the cuts tomorrow, I'll do some cuts today, because I want to get through today's houses, and then tomorrow, and then I'll pluck 5-ish or so. You love having longer vids to watch. The other alternative too is to just make is to just go really long and cram everything, but I think I would need to make it a second channel. But then the reach would just like, the reach would be like nothing. So I don't think that's gonna work. I mean, maybe I can have like the raw stuff, cut and put into into another channel for people who want that sort of enrichment. Because like I said, not every house is gonna make it, or at least it's gonna take a really long time. So I put myself back. As a courtesy, don't put yourself back in queue. I'm probably not it would be unfair to those people who haven't had their house toured yet to let other people be like, oh, can you do a redo of mine? No, you're fine. I'm just letting you know, because you did it. That's all. So I'm not. Yeah, you're not in trouble or anything. But as a I probably won't do redos. I need to. I'm just starting this, so I need to kind of figure stuff out. Things in my view, people's houses on stream, it'll take an hour, but then that house won't be good enough to really showcase, so you can cut down the video a lot. Well, I'm never gonna say it, but I will need to pick and choose, right? But at the same time, because I'm still limited to 5, or I'm still limiting myself to like so many that I'll put out per week. Otherwise, I would saturate the channel too much. People might have to end up waiting a long time. And if people ask me, "Hey, when are you going to show mine? When are you going to show my tour?" I'm like, I don't know if I will. I'm never going to give I won't be able to give like a straight answer to that. I'd be like, "Yo, there's a lot of other tours that are around. If I get to it, then I'll get to it. But you know, there's a line, unfortunately. Like the idea of the second channel on the Rockats, and that'd be the other thing too. If people don't want to wait and they just want a place that where they can see just like the raw footage, then I could just do that for them. But then the ones on the channel, they're going to be edited, lightly edited for the most part, but so I can do both. I think my house is awesome, but I realize it's actually very basic. I mean, that's fine. That's fine, dude. Only so many hours in a day, especially detailed places take time to fully appreciate. Yeah, like I don't want to rush too hard, and I do miss things, unfortunately. So it kind of sucks. And I also want to play the game sometimes, right? Like I'm kind of proud. I'm like, oh, I put up the little curtain things here, and I thought it looked tasteful. You know, I thought this worked out pretty well. I think what I do want to do, I want to pick up I want to replace these goblin lights with the Janethus lights, you know, purple ones, just so I can keep up that purple vibe, you know, because this feels like because these lights are actually multicolored. It's a little hard to tell. It's like here's a green one and whatnot, but when I clash them, it all looks like it's the same color, and that doesn't quite vibe right. So I might as well have purple on purple on purple. I need to figure out what to do with these. I think I could use these instead as separators, but these are just more fun. I don't know. These just look better. Can you post some screens? Yeah, that's fine. I found the use for the dark heart to put under that. Oh yeah, dark heart stuff. Let me see what's going on. So I'm gonna play video games now. At least a little bit. Let's go home. Let's go to Dornagal or Dornogle. I'm super worried they'll invest loads of time doing something like a Christmas tree and then they burn out with the Christmas. No, don't worry about that, dude. Because here's the thing, that's your tree, right? If you have, you know, the Walmart tree that everyone's got, okay, cool, they got a tree, but you have your tree, right? With your cool stuff. Like, what was the house I looked at? Tree was on fire. It was, you know, using candles and everything. That was sick. Like, I couldn't tell at the start, but that worked out, dude. Yeah. So, yeah, don't feel bad about that for a second. If anything, when it does come out, you could be like, look at that tree. Yeah, go ahead, noobs. With your piss-ass tree. I got real shit right here. Unless it has, like, all sorts of cool doohickeys and stuff, and the tree, like, you know, also checks your email and ups your DPS, then that's a different thing. Oh, wait, no, wrong spot. I'm going to Karesh. So, like, I remember this being kind of the early critiques on housing. When people would look at the core, and people were like, "Oh, this decor looks jank," or, you know, there isn't enough of it, and then blah 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 blah. And I'm thinking to myself, people are gonna make weird shit out of this. Watch. You know, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that table sucks," and people are gonna make this fantastic looking crazy thing because they fuse things together. Or it's like, hey, Blizzard, why don't you make a proper stove? Oh, they can. You can do it. Oh my god. You have no idea, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And now the houses can fly. so now that's just gonna be a thing. Okay, so I need to check the warden stuff. Or the wanted stuff. Give me the one I want. Arcane something something. That I believe is not the one. Shatter Pulse. Yeah, not that one. So I'm still waiting. I think oh, I'm still not done here somewhere. Crystal Chronicled. What's this one again? Oh yeah. Okay, I totally forgot about this one. Shit. Okay, shit. I totally forgot. Okay, so I know I need to go to a certain Yeah, I need to double check for a certain daily and see if the kids are like doing shit. I think that's all I need to do. So I think the map should be in. No, the map is not enough for it. I have to go to Halifal. Great. He just bought it off the auction list. They doubled the price on that thing, dude. I was like, I'm not paying $1.40 for that, dude. No way. I already wasn't going to pay 70. So yeah, no way. I'll wait. The amount of goon rooms. Is that what I should have called that? A goon room? I have a friend who DJs 14 parties, maybe with some refinement and prep. We can do a guild, a pre-launch house party. Right on, dude. Am I working on World Soul searching? Yeah. Doing a bit of it. There's like some stuff in Halifal that I need to do, and I need to check for a certain daily over in this area here. But I don't see any world quests in Merildar, so none of the kid shit. Took me forever for the Orphans World quest to show up. Yeah, I mean that's all I got to do though. Just wait and see if it pops up. But I want to check for a certain daily or weekly that comes off of. I think it's this one. Okay, so I don't think it's you. So actually, I think this is the wrong one. Yeah, this isn't the right one. This one. So a chef, I believe, is supposed to come out. Oh, the chef! Yeah! Okay, cool. I think this is the one I need to do. So, oh, wait. Is it? Nope, that's Shadows of Flame. God damn it. Yeah, I did that one already. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Let me double check. Maybe I'm getting this wrong. Blossoming Delights. Starts with. It does start with this guy. You son of a bitch. Grr. Yeah, so like. So this refreshes weekly. So I just gotta check in each week. I forgot last week. I totally wasn't thinking about this thing. I thought I like got it done, but that's all I'm waiting for. Otherwise, I think I finished. Yeah, I just need to do that, the kids, and then the arcane person. Yeah. Because Bounty Seeker, I just need to do the actual warrant. But if it happens to be the Arcana Monger, then I'll finish. Cool. So I can finish that. Okay, so it is noontime. I do want to work on video stuff. I do want to prep 15. So here's the thing. I did 8 tours today. And it's almost noontime. I'm going to do almost double tomorrow. Fuck. So tomorrow I think is going to be a long stream. I'll just have to prepare myself for that. Tomorrow will be a long stream. God help me. But we got a lot of places to look at. I was going through Brawlers Guild worth it for someone who got everything the last time it was up, or is this for new folk? There are some new rewards. There is some decor you can get, Captain. So if you care about that, I mean, you mostly want to just take a look at the rewards. So there's like some decor stuff. I think there's a mount as well. Just take a look at what you don't have already, and that will inform whether you care or not. So I advise doing that. Yeah, I think I'll head out. So let me find a stream trade. All right, who we got? We got Kraken Latte. We've got Burrs. 104, 33. So far, Kraken Latte. Who else we got? We got Luxdos. New friend. 515 though. Let's find. So maybe Kraken Latte. Oh, I could raid Brutal. Oh no, Brutal's been waiting for 5 hours though. Or he's been on for 5 hours, so I shouldn't do that. That's too long. All right. Yeah, we'll do Kraken Latte. So I want to thank the folks again who had invited me over to their place to do a tour. I hope I did it justice. That's something that I kind of worry about too. I hope that I'm offering that I'm appreciating what they do as much as I hope I am. Because these people are putting themselves out, kind of putting their name on something, and they're proud of it, and they want to show it off. And I hope that I'm doing that for them. All right. So for now, off I go. I will be back tomorrow to do double the tours. We're gonna look at twice as many houses tomorrow, which will it's gonna be great. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys for the next thing. Enjoy a Kraken Latte while you're around, and I'll see you guys for the next thing. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy. Bye.